be able to hear ourselves?
What? No, we won't. We won't be able to hear ourselves.
But they'll hear us.
Yeah, they can hear us.
That's messed up, though.
Why?
So I don't know. I don't know at this point.
Why is there like delay? It's like a delay.
That's because that's how it works, man.
How's it going? You all ready yet?
Yeah, we're ready.
Would it pick us up if we're outside?
What do you mean?
If we're standing outside, would it still pick up the...
The words?
Yeah.
No. It's not that sensitive.
How's is there a link or something?
Yeah.
Link that. Chat right. Current viewer. Who's watching? Or is that counts you? Who's the current viewer?
I don't even know.
Just one random person that's like, oh, I'm gonna log on and see these guys.
Some random guys in a room. Let's see how this plays out.
I wonder how you can make that. Oh, I guess if you were to put like the camera here, it would get a view this way. Do you have a stand or something? Or we can just put it here.
Yeah.
And Dimitri just saying it right now. Start slow. Start slow.
I don't even
Don't get hype yet.
Go. Hello. All right. We're just getting ready here. Something. All right. I'm just gonna leave that. Turn it off. Turn off that fan.
You can't even see no anymore at that point.
Oh, because no one's behind that window.
Who the hell dropped their? Okay.
Well, the better
dropped their
question
what?
is,
I think that's their phone. It's Joey.
I'll start with that. Why do you think most relationships fail?
Because somebody in the relationship's secretly gay.
My thing was off. Hold on.
Already.
Feedback.
Who's gonna start us off?
I'm half asleep. Oh shit, is my mic on?
Which one do you have? The brown one?
Yeah, the brown one.
The brown one's iffy.
You want me to use it, bro?
The brown one's always iffy.
Okay.
So who's gonna start us off?
Well, I mean, for starters, we need viewers to have conversations or at least see who's watching.
Here, I will.
That's true.
Yeah.
But see, is there any way to play the music just in the background just so we can chill?
Just like feel that vibe, you know?
This is what happens when a sound engineer is the one hosting it. You just can't hear what we're saying. It's just all music.
Where did my live stream go? Oh, there it is. I opened a new tab. Now I regret it.
Oh yeah, we got one viewer. Woo! Shout out. Woo!
We used to have two.
Damn.
You don't
Now we
a
have
phone,
none.
like-
You know what it was? They saw Dimitri and they clicked back.
Bruh.
You don't gotta yell into the mic.
Yeah, you can.
Bruh.
You can just hold them here.
As a past performer, it's been like drilled into my head. It needs to be close to your mic.
You need to hold that
Yeah, yeah. That
Right here.
matter, or you cup the mic. You grab it, cup the mic, and you.
I'm sorry, but no. As a sound engineer, I will tell you that is wrong.
That is completely.
So you have it like right
You know what? Here, take this
here?
one, 'cause that one's iffy.
I turned it on. I don't grab it.
All right.
So what's the whole point?
There we go.
Okay, I think mine's on. I do have a question though. Are these the mics that I purchased like years ago?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
These mics were purchased back in 20. When were you? When did you graduate? When did you graduate?
2014, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
2014.
so they were purchased back in 2014 when you were still in high school, and I was in 8th grade, and this was a pretty penny for me. I mean, being what, 14,
Oh,
15?
How much was it?
I don't know. You were
Yeah,
like,
what was the
14?
price?
They were between $300 and $400. At that point, we were trying to. Well, no, not. I mean, they came out as a kit. They came as a
okay.
whole set. So you had like the receiver, you had the mics, you had a real nice case that it came in. But
Yeah.
The
that
case is over there in the room.
it's one. It looks like a poker case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But besides, that was for another business idea that I guess you had and I jumped along with, and
It's still going technically. It is registered with Southwest ISD. So I still technically do business under basic
basic
productions.
productions. Yeah, it works. I mean, it works. It's what it was made for.
Yeah, it does.
I'm trying to get comfortable, but if I get comfortable, I look weird on camera.
Hold on, let me.
We
Actually,
have
there's a window
one
for-
viewer.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I think that viewer is us. Like,
I think so too.
to be honest.
Oh, yeah, it probably is.
Probably.
It might actually be us.
That would be hilarious.
I mean, we talk to ourselves all the time.
Hey, sometimes you need expert opinion, okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can talk to yourself, but as long as you don't answer yourself, that's where
I
you're
told
okay.
you that.
That's where you got to be careful with. If you
That's where we have
It's okay
problems.
to talk to yourself as long as you don't answer. It's fine. You know?
That'd be kind of weird. I mean,
Oh, now we have 0 viewers.
What?
so it ain't
Oh,
us.
so there was someone.
Mom.
There was somebody there. Mom?
Mom, was that
They were
you?
like, man, they didn't even. They didn't even
didn't
give
even
me a
post-
shout out.
Oh, he never posted it.
Well, I mean, I started sending it to people. That might help.
Did
Like
put
the
it
link.
On, did you put it on Raptor
No,
Strike?
I didn't put them. I mean, nobody really looks at it.
Come on,
Maybe.
dude, just post it.
Because this is Raptor Strike.
All right.
Yeah, this is our.
Well, then watch your mouth.
Watch
Hi, Mom.
I mean, you're gonna. It's gonna be the most unfiltered thing. That
Well, freak you,
Yeah.
Noah. Shoot.
What the flap, man?
What the pineapples, bro?
Hey, Dimitri, don't put it up to your mouth.
I'm just.
Pineapples?
Like this.
Where?
A little bit lower. There you go.
Yeah, I'm really bad with social media. Does somebody want to put it on mine?
Just put live stream and then put the link.
Oh, that will.
That'll be easiest.
Well, you see,
man.
when you say it like that, it makes me sound dumb. Which I am.
Well, hey, we got a viewer. What's up?
Yep.
And they're gone.
And who it is, we don't know. It's a mystery, unless you put it in the chat.
Hey, put down your name.
The chat's enabled, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
chap's enabled. Chap.
Okay.
The
Chap.
chap is enabled.
The
guys.
Chap.
The chat. Can you share something from Messenger back to Facebook?
Just copy the link.
Here we are.
We're gonna have exactly like 2 viewers.
If we're lucky.
Hey, that's good. I mean, that's a win for me, man.
Hey.
That means someone's watching. That's all I mean. Live stream. I like how the photo is Sal sitting in the middle and Dimitri looking completely lost. The photo- your face is just like, what is going on? And Sal's looking at the screen to see what's going on.
I'm just like, what?
It's
No, we have no chats yet.
what's the yellow? Is that just saying?
That's
us?
just saying such, yes.
Oh, okay.
So if we type in the chat, it'll be yellow.
I did put it on Instagram though.
Yeah, you have a bit more following on Instagram than everybody else.
Oh, well, that viewer's gone. Time to bust out the OnlyFans.
Anybody have a screwdriver?
In my
Why?
car.
What do you need a screwdriver for?
So I can adjust the screw.
I have one in my car.
Joey, you're my go-to guy for Instagram. How can I get the link on Instagram? For my my story. I put it up on my story.
How to see if someone can click on it?
2 people.
No, how to actually share the link so that way when they see the story that we're going live, they can.
You have to put it in your bio. And then you know how people say
Okay.
link in bio?
Yeah, link in bio.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn off my mic real quick.
Look, go to mine. It says OnlyFans/JDizzle. Hi, 2 viewers. I
Hey, we
missed
got 2
y'all.
viewers.
How are y'all today? Y'all chilling?
Let them know the chat's open. Say something. Ask us questions. Anything.
Hey, y'all, the chat's open. Ask those questions.
Ask Noah why he's balding.
That's why I'm wearing a hat.
What's y'all's opinion on why relationships fail? Get
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of backlash.
It's fine. We're out here. Well, they left.
Relationship.
Hey. Look, it just goes straight down.
I think they figured out like, oh shit, now I know what this is about.
When we get another viewer, I'm just gonna be like, "Yo, we're Raptor Strike, and this is our."
This is your mom. Ask us my question.
Hi, viewer. Our name is Raptor Strike, and we're an indie metal band. Yup.
Hey, we have a viewer.
I'll give $10 to whoever can actually make me want to buy the new Chevy Blazer. That's a new
The
challenge.
Chevy Blazer looks cool.
Not you, you don't know. Whoever's watching. He's like, no one's watching.
Hey, no, we lost them.
Oh, see, Chevy fans. Chevy fans.
Chevy van.
Damn Chevys.
My dad started to like the new Chevy trucks. He wanted, like, his dream truck was a GMC Sierra Denali,
Mm-hmm.
but now he's liking the Silverados.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're nice trucks and cars, but
What?
I don't know anymore.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about the GMC.
So I was talking about.
What?
The GMC Silverado.
That's also was
You
it
mean the
Silverado?
GMC Avalanche?
There you go.
Hi, 2
You
viewers.
mean the GMC Hummer, which is apparently now a real thing.
Hello.
Yeah.
We are
'Cause
Raptor
they're
Strike
going on
Performance. Welcome to our
indie
chat. If
metal
you have
band.
questions, link
Link it
comment.
down in the bio.
link it down in the
Above.
bio.
Actually, I did just put it in the bio, so we should be. We're not golden, but we may have one viewer.
I don't have a mic.
That's sad. So, did you just break your mic?
I just broke my mic.
How did you
Yeah, we'll just share.
get really close?
Yeah, just-
Oh my god. Oh my god. There was a whole lot of mass coming towards me.
I feel bad for that couch, man.
Hey man, this couch is going through some shit right now.
Alrighty, so just going back to what we were previously talking about, these mics we purchased back in 2014, we're barely putting them into use, and one's already out of commission.
I got an idea.
Ah,
he's
here we
got
go.
an idea. Don't,
God.
hey, don't drop the camera now.
Get off me,
Don't do it.
I'm gonna like almost couch.
You just jumped on that couch.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Oh, we lost our viewers.
Okay, we have the current viewers
Wait.
that we had were a total of 4.
How?
Concurrent viewers. What? It says we have 4.
It says we have 4 viewers.
Oh, we're in top chat. We should be in live chat. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
change it.
We had it on the wrong chat.
No, it just we might have not seen. Cause top chat, it's not necessarily live. Live chat, we
It's-
might get spam.
Is it like what you pinned?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just we could get spam, but what? We got 4 viewers. Hi guys, how are y'all?
How's everybody today? We are Raptor Strike Performance. Please ask us questions. Feel free to ask us questions in the comments.
Hey, Dimitri's gonna be leading this thing, man. He's gonna lead us to victory right now. This is where it pays off to have him as a friend.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
We should
Well, you
put-
know. Oh, we got a comment. We got a comment, y'all.
If only I can read, man.
5 now. LOL. First comment. Thank you.
Thank you for the first comment.
Can you move that to the big screen so we can all see it?
Let me see. Oh, this is our first live stream, so if y'all got any tips, just let us know.
Oh, I just got a text where it says I don't see anywhere to type questions.
It's in the chat.
Well,
Thanks,
thank-
Rosita Coconuts.
Thank you.
that sounds like your plan's going horribly wrong. I don't see anywhere to type questions. LOL.
Who's saying that?
You know what? Just text them to me if you're still watching. Just text them.
This on us attack.
Because our main tech guy is
Off the word.
he's playing hide and seek with y'all.
Marco. Polo.
Actually, it's Casper, the one sitting at the end of
If
the.
y'all have any questions, any random questions?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what he says. I'll hold this one away from y'all because y'all lean in too much.
I'll kiss you.
What kind of orgy is this?
Whoa. It's Justice! Justice is in the chat.
What kind of- oh my goodness.
I'll pay for your plane ticket if you want to join us.
Come on, man. What are you looking for now?
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Spanish that he just sent this one, and I do not know what.
Say
Get
it.
over here! You're the one that speaks Spanish here.
That is.
Sure, I'll go hiding. Oh God. Hey, Justice, how you been, man?
How's the kid? You know, Justice is having a baby.
Well, unfortunately, if he didn't tell people, now everyone's gonna know.
Oh,
thanks to
all
Congratulations!
our 5 viewers.
Hey, at some point,
Okay, so we have the first one.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's coming down in December for his baby shower.
Nice.
I will see you there if I make it.
But the funny thing is, he was joking about the whole thing.
Oof.
He texted me that he was coming down for his baby shower, and then he said, "I'm just kidding. He's not having a kid."
About the baby shower or not having a kid?
Both.
Put it in the chat.
Oh snap! The only babies I have are in the shower.
Oh my goodness. This is going south really fast. All right. Actually, my cousin and tattoo artist is the one actually texting me, and I have no idea what you're asking. Oh,
I speak Texan.
no, do you speak hieroglyphics? Because that's what that is.
Translator. Put it in Google Translate.
No, the complete
I don't know what
translator
that means
is.
because one of those words look like
Yeah, it looks questionable, right?
yeah.
My feet are gonna go right.
He's telling you to brush
So
your
how's
hair.
Raptor Strike coming? Oh
He's telling you to brush your hair.
yeah.
He said, have some self-respect, Jesus. Actually,
I don't
that's exactly the reason why I'm wearing a hat.
I don't have enough money to buy a comb.
Because I cut my own hair, and I did a horrible job this time, and so I'm wearing a hat.
That's funny. So how is Raptor Strike coming along? Noah, question for
I'm in the
you.
way of the camera. Sorry, everyone.
He's saying he's sorry for being in the way of the camera.
That question's for you, no?
So how's Raptor Strike coming along?
Hey.
In all honesty, I would like to say it's coming along great. It's all been unicorns and rainbows, but all y'all know that I'd be saying that to be blowing smoke in everybody's ass, but it's going as good as it can. In the middle of a pandemic, I made the decision to leave my job. I was currently working as a nuclear and civil engineering technician. I decided, go back to my roots, mechanic work. My entire mom's family was a mechanic. I mean, they were basically always in or under a car. So that's my passion, and I'd like to see it succeed. But I mean, going with the whole pandemic thing, it's going as good as it can. I'll say that much. It's going as good as it can. But I do appreciate the question.
Yeah, I think what just made it a lot harder was the pandemic, because you started.
I agree.
About a month before the pandemic started.
Yeah.
And so you might have a lot of potential customers
Before the
but
big shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you might have a lot of potential customers, but a lot of people are still cautious. Yes,
Mhm.
it's lightened up, but just what it is.
This is one of those times where you just got to be more careful of what you do, and people are just too scared to get out there and do stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Joey brought up a good point
Yeah.
earlier today. He said the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. With that mentality that he told me, he said that quote today. That's kind of what I was thinking to myself back in April, and it's kind of one of those now or never type deals.
Yeah.
It's either you do it now or it's one of those what if moments.
It's like,
what if I would have?
can, or what if I didn't?
Yeah. What
kind
if
of
I did? What if
situations.
I, actually pursued it?
Yeah.
At least at this point, I can say I tried. that's a big thing for me.
That's all you
I
can
tried.
do at this point.
That's a big thing. Just try. Just give it a shot. Don't talk yourself down from it. Don't listen to other people what they're saying.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that I always say is nobody can bring yourself down. Nobody can pull you down as hard as you can, and no one can lift you up as high as you can. All those barriers are mostly just in your mind. It's a mind game. That's all it is.
That's inspirational.
I'd hope so, man. If I can help, if somebody's watching and that's what they needed to hear today, that would be perfect. That would be great. That would make my day.
Yeah.
I needed to hear that. I'm gonna quit my job, become a stripper full time.
Hey, if that's what you want to do, man, I mean, go for it.
You do you, brother.
Y'all heard of Magic Mike? Y'all ready for Chunky Charlie? No one heard my joke now. I'm upset.
Well, we had a couple new comments said that I believe in y'all, and another one that he also said is true. So
That was both justice, still. Like all
That
those
was
comments
all
is justice.
What is
But
that?
we
5,
appreciate
6?
you, Justice. I hope you and Olivia are doing great. We got a lot of
God
respect
bless
for y'all, and y'all got family back home. Just know that.
and we have no current viewers.
Well, I think we have 7. It says that on top.
Hold on, let me
Yeah.
check the live stream, see if I can even hear myself.
When I go down, I'll take my truck to you for an oil change. Oh, you got a appointment.
No, do we also do oil changes and all that?
We do, but that's one of those fine line deals where this is where I got to start figuring out what Raptor Strike is gonna be.
Yeah.
Because right now it's anything and everything you can think of. You want to race? Let's do it. You want an audio? Let's do it.
We
You
just
need your
don't-
car fixed? Let's do it.
Like,
We
we don't
just
have a-
don't change windshield wipers. That's Noah just doesn't like them. He says he was hit too much by them when he was a kid. Yeah, sorry, no windshield wipers. He doesn't even have windshield wipers on his car. Just the metal scraping across the glass.
Bueno, 1, 2, 3.
Sound system for my Jeep. Sound system for my Jeep. This is a big portion where it's how much do you want to spend?
Yeah.
Because we can do it. It just depends on your budget. That's the biggest part about working with cars is a lot of people don't know.
They want the system, but they don't want to spend like a lot of money.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Like one day, maybe one day I'll be a father. Okay.
Yeah.
My kid's gonna love cars. You know why? Because after they love cars, they're not gonna have money for drugs. I can tell you that right. I'm broke. Everything goes to the car. That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Well, to be honest with you, I'd rather my kid be into cars than be on drugs, and that's just my opinion.
I think that's everyone.
I think that's everyone's opinion. Yeah.
Well, so no, just kidding.
But like I said, if you want a sound system, hit me up. We got Instagram, we got Facebook. Even if you have my number, I know you have my number.
Hello.
I know you have my number. Just kidding. Just,
It's not awkward. I know you have my number.
yeah, dude, you gotta.
I know where you live.
I know.
You got a little bit of mocos in your throat.
I think we just jumped.
It's
They
showing,
went back a bit.
it's showing 19 playbacks.
Yeah, I guess that's for.
That's when they like.
I'm going to change this music because this kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's kinda
I
like
didn't
you're
wanna
playing
say
the
anything.
same rhythm over and over again.
Let's see.
Sorry guys for the horrible elevator music.
Just put 'em to
Actually,
sleep.
it made me feel like I was on a cruise, like
Yeah.
like Mario Party. That's what, that's what I thought that's what we were playing.
Steam.
I have a friend of mine asking, is that live stream from today? And I was like, it's from right now. We're doing. She's like, you're
Right
still
now.
doing it? Yes. Come watch, ask questions, anything you'd like.
We used to start this off like introducing each other, like so everybody knows like who everybody is, not just like everybody knows Noah, but like they see everybody else going, who's that? That's just,
You know what? I'll introduce us. We're just a group of friends that like cars. We're broke, and we're trying to
well,
make.
speak for yourself. I got paid.
Damn.
Okay, somebody gets a paycheck in here, and it's not me. Actually, it's.
Not you.
Hey, I feel called out. Everyone that gets a paycheck is sitting in this, and I'm sitting by myself. I did
This
that
is
to
actually
myself.
intervention.
Oh, so to get a job, man. It's not working. When are you gonna wake up?
Get off your ass.
Come on, man.
I'm just kidding. Noah's a hard worker. He's been, I mean,
I like how you're trying to make it better.
nah, it's like 50-hour weeks trying to figure out what's best for his company.
What's the
And
next
that's,
step?
that's the struggles of an entrepreneur. You get 80-hour weeks for a few years, and hopefully after that you don't have to work a regular job anymore.
I'll support my young man sniffing cocaine off someone's ass.
That sounds like a Cards Against Humanity card.
For real.
Hi, am I sticky? I'll support my young man sniffing cocaine off someone's ass.
Actually, isn't that like Wolf of Wall Street?
I think so.
I'm
There's
not
a lot of
No,
cocaine.
he doesn't say that, but I think he does that in the movie.
Yeah, he did it off everything.
No.
Off
What were we
somebody's ass.
No,
Sound
when you're
systems.
starting a new company and you're trying to figure out new ways of doing business, I mean, don't reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
Someone already done it. Try to follow after their footsteps.
Make it your own.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff for the new age, a lot of technology, a lot of trying to figure out how to use, the social medias, how to use it to your benefit, and a lot of that's done from really your house. You don't have to go
pretty
anywhere.
much.
Take your mic off the seat before I sit on it, fam.
You want to sit on it?
No, you want me to sit on it.
Actually, I don't
You
want any
didn't
of y'all to
say
sit
no.
on it because they're expensive.
Yeah, those are kind of
They're expensive.
Dang.
What's a question one of y'all have for like each other? Like, just
Why do you think most relationships fail?
Oh my god! Back to this one again. I would no.
Money.
I'm
No,
gonna
I was
pass.
just kidding.
I'm gonna pass.
I'm
on
gonna
that
say
one.
money.
money.
I mean, I can see that
Okay. Money.
because
Money.
like no one wants to date a broke bitch. Like it's
Or
in so
like a
many
girl,
rap
no
songs.
job, you know.
You know, it's in so many rap songs that's how it is. And not even joking around. Like if I'm being serious, I don't want to get serious too much for this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just a joke. I don't know why most relationships. I love my girlfriend Jay. If you're watching,
you're doing a lot of backtracking. You're like, let me just put a band-aid on that. People will ignore it.
kind of
I
sounds.
bet you half of those playbacks was everything you said.
Hi, Mom.
They're like, wait a minute, did he
Hi,
just say
Mom.
anything he said? Yes, he did.
I don't even know what I said. But what do you have in your car now, sound system wise?
Uh,
Wait. Okay, so talking about sound systems because I feel like that's something we can all talk about.
Yeah.
Pre what you're adding right now. Like your main system, you went full punch or power. I don't know which one you did.
It's all wrong.
Hey, so I'm getting a lot of text messages. How do you comment on this thing?
You go to comments.
I honestly do not know.
Are you
on mobile or
PC.
desktop?
Yeah, are you watching on a computer or are you watching on your phone?
Because
if you're watching on
Or
your
if you cannot find out for the life of you, just he's watching on mobile.
Yeah, just watch it on
Yeah.
mobile.
Oh, they're gonna see if they can figure
you're
that out.
gonna
I will
there
figure this out myself.
there
Okay,
should be a
that way we can
little
give you-
tab that says live chat, and you click on that, or you can turn your phone sideways, and
So- If you're just watching it, it looks like.
it's at the top.
Oh wow.
And just so everyone's
It says live chat.
Okay. So there's a button right here that
Oh,
says
you're off
live
the-
chat.
You're off the camera.
Oh crap. There's a button right here that says live chat, and you just click that.
And you're in the, and there you go.
actually,
Voila.
the person texting me is Robert. He's actually part of the crew. He's just not here right now. But
Yeah.
we do appreciate.
No, you got a question.
Any takeaways from starting your own business?
Don't.
This is not what we want, Sal.
Any takeaways?
That was dark.
I mean
Jeez.
that's kind of left me speechless. A lot of the takeaway is be
Wow, the
ready
first time
for
Noah's
failure.
brain is one blank.
Be ready.
Gio's asking if he can come over.
Sure.
You
Where
don't know where I live.
Hey, he's like, I'll find it. He goes, I put a tracker on Noah's phone like 3 years ago.
Without him knowing.
To be honest, takeaways from starting your own business: be ready for failure. You're not gonna get it the first go around. You're not gonna get it the second. Maybe not even the third.
How many times have you tried starting a business now?
My first one was when I was 14. I know that's hard
Damn.
to believe, but
What was going to be the first business though?
it was actually a live broadcast or a live.
So the first business was going to be No, I keep on saying Raptor Strike. It was Basic Productions. That
Yeah.
was going to be a
Like
live
nothing but audio?
broadcasting- Yeah, like so basically what we're doing now. This is all the equipment we bought for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was years ago.
Yeah,
this was years ago. Yeah.
So it was going to be like a live event type of service.
Mhm.
So we would provide all the technical equipment and expertise for anybody who really wants to have a live event for anything. So whether it's sound system, DJ, lights,
Yeah, performances,
Yeah.
live performances.
yeah.
So I mean, we were really going deep into that. Sal actually won't say anything, but I will because I brag about all these guys that are here. Everyone that's gone to Southwest High School, now Southwest Legacy is also high school with us. Sal actually designed and tuned the auditoriums, so that's a big thing that I like to brag about. He won't say anything. He's humble, but I just call it. I say it like it is. I mean, it's the truth. If you were there,
So you're
if
a
you
good
helped,
friend though
if
too.
you did it, I mean, it works.
That's what a good friend should do. Like, call it how it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Just say it how it is.
Yeah. Oh, I just took off my hat. Shit.
Uh-oh.
Just saw my bad haircut. What else were we talking about?
I mean,
Did somebody say what other businesses? Oh, you said how many businesses?
yeah. How many businesses?
Yeah.
have you started?
Going back to
Tried to
Gatto's comment, any takeaways? You're not gonna get it the first try. The next one was actually Raptor Strike Garage, and that was in 2016, 2017. We actually got right up to the point where we were gonna sign papers with just a plot of land with the shop on it, but that was disrupted when actually the wife of the individual that owned it wanted more money, and we didn't have that for monthly costs for rent. So Raptor Strike's been a name since, I mean, 2014 is when I started the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't come into effect until 2020. After life gets in the way. You're just trying to figure out your way in the world. Unfortunately there's no map.
Gio asks if if he can still be the detailer.
Hell yeah, man. Actually, you can start with my car. It's freaking dirty as hell.
I know.
Always. I mean, also for people that want to get a car and you like the color black, be careful because you wash it, you can detail it, you can wax it. 5 seconds later, it's just covered in dust. I mean, that's all it is.
Any takeaways?
Have a
Gio
lot.
says
Have a lot.
Like-
Another takeaway is have money saved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like money to buy back fall on.
It's one of those things where you don't know how much money until you get there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it's never enough. It's never enough.
What are y'all's favorite car and why? Oh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna start this one off.
We're gonna do oldest to youngest. So
Alright.
you, me, then him.
Okay.
I'm
so
27.
My favorite car. Ooh, that one is tough. You know, at heart, I'm a real big, like, small engine, big power guy, so I'm gonna have to say a Honda, not a Civic, because that's kind of obvious, a Honda Accord, but with like an H22 swap, in case anybody wants to know, and a turbo. 'Cause
H22.
Turbo, yeah.
What car did the H22 come? I mean, what engine?
That would be like a Prelude.
Okay.
Wait, so you said swap, right?
Yeah.
So are we? I think we should go favorite car and dream build.
Okay. So favorite car being like stock.
Yeah.
My car, but it's not stock. But like,
The
my car
Mustang.
would have been like the way it would have been stock.
So the 2015 Mustang Eagle Boost.
Yeah.
Alright.
At the moment, at
Your
least.
turn.
I'm gonna say a 1998 Ford Mustang GT. Because not only
you're trying
that,
to buy one.
huh?
Is that because you're trying to buy one?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I grew up around cars as a kid, and I fell in love with classic cars since I was little. So, I like if it was like hands down like the car I would go with as my dream car, I would go with that car.
Which one again? Sorry.
The 1988.
98
nine-
Mustang.
yeah.
Okay, so the SN95.
Mm.
Okay. Joey.
You.
I know, but you're next.
Oh. So favorite car would probably be an 86. No, 72 El Camino Super Sport. Because
Nice car.
I always like the lowrider. Kinda. That's like my
That kind of vibe, like
my
the lowrider.
scene is the lowrider scene. I just like the low and slow. You're not trying to get nowhere fast. You're not trying to cut people off. It's just low and slow, loud bass. You're just vibing. That's my favorite car.
No.
A 2007 Prius for no.
hey, some of those are pretty badass.
Those are pretty good.
I had a friend that had one, and like he dropped me off at home. I started walking, and I turned around to tell him something, and he was already down the street. I didn't hear him take off. Favorite car and why? To be honest, my absolute favorite car since I was a kid, a Crown Victoria. I always wanted to be a police officer, an investigator, but now that I got older, I'm not built for that. I'm sorry, I'm not built for it. But I did get the privilege to work on a P71 Crown Vic for the past couple of months now. A customer came in, retired sergeant. He wanted his personal Crown Vic restored and good for active duty, and I'd like to. I'm happy to say it's working. it's working better than when I got it. I mean, you drive that thing and it literally wanted to kill you. It would steer to the right, not steer. It would pull to the right, just rattle. Everything would rattle, but luckily, we were able to get it in and just strip it down to basics and put it back together. And but unfortunately, it does have maybe 1 to 2 years left of life. But still, I mean, those things were powerhouses. They were comfortable.
You gave it like those extra years to keep going until it kicked the bucket.
Yeah, and that's the important part.
Like not like you got it and that you can't do nothing about it and it's just done.
Yeah, I mean, there's time. I've had a customer come in, and actually he got his car towed, and I wanted to help him, and I worked for maybe about a week on his car, and it just turned out that there was a crack in the motor that I didn't see. Actually, couldn't see because it was behind the timing blocking plate in the front of the engine, and it was heartbreaking. You know, you put in all that work, you put in all that time, you put in that money, just for it to not work.
Just to kick the bucket.
Just for it to be broken beyond repair. That sucks.
Just done.
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Jerry?
For what?
Wait, favorite car?
I already said it.
yeah.
But let me start this question because I really want to answer it. Dream build. So like how you were talking about the Honda, what car, no matter what it is, plus build.
Okay.
And for what?
Dream build. Oh yeah. So dream build. For me, a 2000 Honda Odyssey
Nice.
with a K series, all-wheel drive, big ass turbo.
Of course.
70s?
Huh?
70s or like even bigger?
Robert's asking a question. What do you mean? Oh, like 110 millimeter.
Oh,
Robert.
Yeah.
Robert's asking a question in the comment. He's actually, like I said earlier in the stream, he's part of the crew. We welcomed him with open arms. I mean, he was a car guy through and through from the beginning.
Yep.
Um,
Real big Honda guy, by the way.
his question is, when is one of the hardest cars each has worked on? So we're gonna start with Sal.
Hardest car I've worked on? Mine. I had to change the clutch on that thing, and it made me want to just throw the whole car away. And I probably have to do it here in a couple of 1,000 miles.
Because you do not baby it at all.
I know.
At all.
I treat that car bad.
Which is bad coming from someone that works at or would like to work at a shop. But I mean, that's in the spirit of racing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that you treat it bad. You push it to its limits.
you hit it
That's
till
just-
it works. I mean,
You hit it till it works.
Joey,
That's the OTV.
what's the hardest car you've ever worked on?
what's in my mom's car? A 2005 Kia Spectra 5. That car has over 250,000 miles on it. That's the only car I've ever can remember. We got that back in 2004. Brand new car, probably a few hundred miles on it, and that thing's been beaten to hell. But left my mom stranded on the highway a few times. One of the windows don't even work. It's a rough car, but it kicks. But just having to work on that's pretty rough. It's just an old car. But to answer a question real quick, now that my mom, the Kia's on here, that's my dream build.
You're like, Mom, now that my mom's watching.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
That's actually my dream build, is because I have a love-hate relationship with that car, because it's put my mom and us into some bad situations, but I wouldn't want to see it go. So
Yeah.
I want to swap basically everything on it, swap a K series in it, rear wheel drive, fat tires,
rear-wheel drive.
You'd hate to see it go, but you'd love to watch it leave that
That's like my
starting line.
relationship with my car.
yeah, like I hate to see it go, but I just want to run it down.
Like,
Like,
you just
put
want
it-
it gone.
No, I want to race it. Like, I want it a drag build.
So you want it like a sleeper?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
not a sleeper. You're gonna know it's fast.
I wouldn't even rear-wheel drive that car. I would just put it a K series in and call it a day.
Front wheel drive.
Front-wheel drive. I mean, you can do a lot with a front-wheel drive car.
I mean, because once you start getting into rear-wheel drive, like you're doing custom fabrication,
Yeah.
cutting the center out,
Because that's
making
what I was
a trans tunnel.
Because we saw what was that, a Civic at Cletus and Cars, that white car. Pop, 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 pop.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like I imagine it, like big turbo,
Yeah, I mean,
front wheel drive.
You know, if you just swap in a K series, leave it front-wheel drive, and you do all your stuff, you put a big old turbo on it. You can do a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen Hondas run 9s with doing front-wheel drive. Doing front-wheel drive? Being front-wheel drive.
front-wheel drive. Yeah, because that's like being front wheel drive. Put some big tires on it. Slicks in the front. Custom fabricated, wide body, custom wing. Because they don't make race kits for that car.
Of course
Like,
not.
Yeah, it's not. It's like saying like what's a car? I don't know, like a Fusion or something that doesn't really have a lot of kits.
Yeah, like that one guy, Matt Sapa, I think that's his name. He did a rear-wheel drive Coyote powered Fusion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See,
I like that.
I remember you saw the video.
Let's just. We went kind of on a tangent.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
Kinda
hardest
off
car.
topic.
So hardest car you've ever worked on.
What about you, Dimitri?
I'm gonna say 2006 Kia Rio LX.
Fun fact: I saw that one and I wasn't
That
even
was
in
gone
town.
now.
I was not even in town.
I was Noah for a few hours.
Yeah, so I was actually Noah for a bit. It took a while to get it to where it was before I sold it, but I'm pretty glad that shit's gone. Some days I'm like, damn, I wish I had that car still.
You had it back because now you don't have it.
Exactly.
All right. For me, it's not a tie, but one of the hardest cars that I worked on was a Nissan Versa.
Which one was
It looked like an eggplant.
it? No, I know what it is.
I thought it was your.
No, I thought like. If
No,
I
it
knew
was for a
what the car
customer.
was.
It was real hard to work on, but I have that mentality
Was
that
it the one with a fan?
yeah, well the fan and then the transmission started not working and then
Yeah.
it had a rattle, exhaust shield, heat shield. But I have to say, hands down, the hardest car, and I can say all of us have ever worked on, including myself, was a 1960. He already knew where I was going. A 1965 Ford Mustang. That thing was
1968.
No,
no 65.
So
No, it's-
it was a 68.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said all of us also.
I thought you were there.
That thing
never
came
mind.
in for a, well, basically just to get it back up and running and basically make the old man happy. But what ended up happening is we received a car that had the most hacked up wiring harness I have ever seen.
Yeah, the pig ties.
Like it
You
was
would
like
put
ri-
it in the
it was like
fuses and things would
almost like
stop working.
yeah,
like it was
put-
almost like
you
rigged
put the
like you
fuses
were
in.
putting like it on a fan or something.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
put the fuses in and things would stop working.
Yeah.
You take the fuses out and it would work.
yeah.
So, well,
The greatest story behind that one is he had it for 2 years, and he just kind of watched it sit there and rot. And by the time it got to my hands, it was I just want to get rid of it. I want to sell it. So luckily, I had the family backing him, saying, you know, he does good work. We know he can get it running. I brought my team together, and I mean we tore that thing apart.
Yeah, we did.
Including big shout out to my brother. He did a lot of work, a lot of research. He even bought what are they called? Blueprints. Basically blueprints, tearing apart the car to figure out what wire goes where the bolts are supposed to
though
go.
nothing matched.
Nothing matched. That's
Nothing
the
where to go
unfortunate
and
part.
what is where it's supposed to be.
But I mean, hands down, the hardest car I've ever worked on. But happily, it's working, and actually, they're currently in North Carolina, driving around, showing it off up there. So that's a real big achievement for us.
Yeah,
That's a good-
we ended up fixing up the sound system. We ended up fixing it up so that it starts, runs just fine. I know at one time we had a scare because we hooked up, what was it, one of the fuses,
Yeah.
and we tried to start it and it wouldn't start.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is
I was up
it
till 2 a.m. that night.
yeah, it ended up just being a bad ground underneath the distributor cap.
Yeah. I mean, it was maybe about an inch long
Yeah, like an inch long bit of wire.
that you would have never thought would be the key problem in a car not starting.
Yeah. So
But
that was
Isn't that like all problems when like when you're hooking up something goes wrong, it's always that one thing that's not what you think it is.
Unfortunately, that it's the process of elimination when it comes to cars. You fix one thing, and now another thing's broken.
Exactly.
And that's unfortunately what happens.
Yep.
Now back to the builds. You were saying you wanted to do kind of a sleeper in all.
Yeah, because the stages I want is street legal, clean looking car, nice rims, K series in it, you know, and like just see my see my mom's look like, hey, drive your car, like what, and then just have your feeling, and then after
It being
that,
totally different from what it
yeah,
was.
and then after that, not street legal, like full race car mode has to be transported on a trailer. That's like the dream build.
I mean, I could make my car not street legal just by bolting some tires on it.
I can make it not street
No-
legal by taking
no
one of my
comment.
headlights off.
No comment on my vehicle. Okay,
Well, yeah,
Dimitri,
your car just
your
Isn't
build.
street legal.
Hey, don't nobody gonna know that. Yeah.
I
Any,
can't really think of any right now.
you can't think of. What about the 98 Ford Mustang?
I mean,
Would you like to build it?
I mean, you were just talking about a build earlier.
Yeah.
You wanted
Wait.
to say, "Hey, I want to build this."
Actually, you were before we started this, right?
Yeah, before we started this, you were
Oh,
talking
that
about you wanted
car?
to build a.
Yeah,
your
well,
build
oh
a
yeah,
car.
yeah.
Because it doesn't have to be a race car. It could be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a race
No,
car.
right now we're just talking build in the sense that you
Oh, I thought we were talking about like race cars.
No,
in
no,
general.
no, just
like,
you-
like
no.
illegal
Because I can
cars.
tell you right now, mine can be a race car, but no.
Because whatever build you want stance, you want race, you want just audio.
My dream build would be a 2004 Mustang GT with straight pipes, blackout,
Murdered out.
Thank you. Big old sound kit to it, and just like little things here and there just to get it up and running.
Nice.
You know, like get like the most power it can get, like twin turbos, cold air intake, like almost like enough power that I can keep up
What'd you
with
say?
these newer cars.
You said twin turbos and cold air intake. I'm gonna let you off easy on that one. For me,
I shut my mic up by accident. See, I got my mic cut off.
accident. For me, the build that I want to do. Just making sure I got the year right. Well, actually, I'm building my dream car right now, but it's cost a lot.
I mean, that's how it's gonna be when we
and
all
that's how it's
build our
gonna
dream
be.
car.
But to be honest, my all-time dream to build is a 1956 Ford F100. That's hands down one of my favorite trucks that's out there. I would.
Forward.
Oh yeah, because it's. I mean.
Ford.
No, I like Dodge. no. That's one of my all-time favorite trucks. I mean, it was always nice. It was clean. It was sleek. You drop it to the ground, and I mean, it's amazing. I would like a Coyote in there just to have some fun.
You know what? I'm gonna buy the exact same truck and then put an LS in it just to make you mad.
Well, you do what you do, man. Yeah, if we have that kind of money, I don't care.
And I'm gonna buy the truck and put a 2J in it.
That's not a bad idea.
Actually, I'm gonna
Actually,
buy
we
your
were-
truck off of you, and I'm gonna put an LS in it.
That would suck.
I'm gonna slam it.
No, but we were when I started the build on the 68. By the way, our shop build is a 1968 Ford Mustang.
That's our debut
coupe.
car. Debut build.
Debut
Yeah.
build that's taking forever.
Yeah.
Given that we started it like 2 months before the pandemic started. Or
This is
hit.
pretty much like waiting on parts at this
It
point.
arrived 2 months before the pandemic started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were pretty consistent.
I
Like,
lost my train of thought.
Like we were all like,
1968
yeah.
and it's just taking too long because it costs.
Are you gonna start uploading more? Maybe.
That's a good question. Actually,
You know, it's hard.
what is?
Shut up, Noah.
That's why that's why the
So,
keyboard's on his
You
lap.
know, 3 out of 4 of us.
So
Okay.
give me a pillowcase.
Anyways, 3 out of 4 of us have jobs. Like
Thank you for calling me out.
Noah owns a business, so
Half-heartedly.
that's the best.
Wait,
Okay.
you're laughing at the keyboard joke or at your joke? Because that's justice.
Anyways, I mean, I've been. So this is the camera that we've been filming everything with, and well, the issue is, I'm always at work. I get out at 5:30 in the afternoon, 4 out of 5 days of the week.
I can already see it coming. Someone's gonna be like, "You need to stop making excuses. You should start
Right.
filming."
So we try to make it out as much as possible, but sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Another thing is we're really good with improv. So like live stream is a piece of cake to us because we can just take a question, run with it.
Yeah.
If you say a joke, I mean, we're gonna laugh for about 5 minutes.
Like Noah didn't even finish his build, and we're on to the next question.
Yeah.
But that's just a tangent because we'll go back.
I mean the bill. I mean that's as simple as you get.
No, we were talking about
56.
The
Oh, the
and
68.
then we went to this, which is fine. This is what we like to do. We can't do structure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can't do. The biggest thing with uploading videos is the first video we ever did was Sal literally just pulled his phone out of his pocket and he's like, I'm gonna film this. I know this is gonna be gold. And it's sad to say that I've watched that video multiple times, and I know exactly what happened in it. I know everything that was said, but I still laugh, just based off our friendship. Like we can just take something, run with it, and no, of course nobody else is gonna get it. But it's just with us, and
I'll be full of inside jokes, but I mean at the same time, we've tried the whole formatted video as you saw in the second video. We were.
I mean, it was okay.
It was okay.
It was alright.
It was okay, but the issue is we were out there till like 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Actually, from 12 or from around 11:30 to maybe 1 o'clock, we were trying to do like a full structured introduction, trying to be professional about it, and kind of act is really the word that I want to say.
Yeah.
Then after that, after we finally just gave up,
we just went off rambling.
we sat in the back of my brother's Ranger and just started rambling to the camera. So basically this, but we never showed it.
That never made it to the channel.
Yeah.
The rambling part.
I mean, that was what, 2 hours, an hour?
That was almost 2 hours of us just
Yeah.
rambling to a camera. Tu troca no camera.
What at the camera?
Anyways.
Hey, that was Italian, bro.
What at the camera?
Yeah, we were just sitting there rambling to the camera for like 2.5 hours. And that one... that never made it to the channel.
Hey, what's with the taquaches in the comments, man? Come on.
Just as
You gotta make it the tacos.
Tu troca no camera.
What the camera?
No.
And that's the end of our live stream, you guys. We'll signing off. You were saying?
I was too white for that. I'm too white. No,
We'll
never
never
mind.
make it to the channel, by the way. There's about like 2 hours of footage that will never make it.
And also, we do not remember what was said. So,
No.
I think for legal reasons.
200,000 subscribers will upload half of it.
No.
In the
We're
next
not
2 days.
uploading- No.
I'm going to say for legal reasons, yeah, we'll never see that video.
For legal reasons.
Agreed.
What are you agreeing about? You weren't there.
You weren't even there, my dick.
You weren't even conceived.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
we need another question.
Yo, anybody want to pop a question in the chat?
Oh, but
I guess
well,
back
I mean,
to my idea. Is there a question that you want to ask?
well,
Appropriate.
well, I asked a question at the beginning of the stream. What was your audio setup before you started adding?
I thought
This is why we do tangents, because we can talk about our setups.
Well, I thought your.
Well, I don't got a setup, so I can't talk about that.
What is what's the main reason that causes
They
relationships?
look like
to
you.
fail? Oh, that's true, man. That's true. I would have
Alright,
me
what's
too.
in your audio setup?
Okay.
Let's not go on
Okay.
tangent now.
Yeah. Okay. So, before you started adding this stuff, like when you were set, what was your audio build?
Actually, let me ask Dimitri. Dimitri, what was your audio build in your Kia?
I don't even know because I didn't have a.
It was stock
audio.
AF, and then we sold it. Okay.
His phone speaker,
Phone speaker, Bluetooth speaker, and a cup holder.
his JBL.
Do
My
speaker
JBL
no
speaker.
No.
Just right there.
What was my setup? I can't even remember the name. It's a full Rockford Fosgate.
I think it's a punch series.
So everything's punch series.
Yeah, it was the
Because it's not
second
the
one.
Power and it's not the prime.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's
just-
it's got to be punch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be.
The only things that aren't changed out are the factory tweeters and the center 3.5-inch speaker.
Yeah.
And the head unit. Everything else has been changed out to Rockford Fosgate Punch Series. It had a single 12 all-in-one with a 300 watt amp, and I mean it was good for what it is. It sounds really decent. It sounds great
had some
depending on the
bumps.
song. There's some songs where I mean the frequency just kind of goes away.
You hit that point where it's too high for the sub, but the mid ranges can't play it yet because of the factory amplifier.
Yeah,
But you know that's a whole other thing.
that's a whole other ballgame, which is actually what you're bypassing. I mean his build is professional through and through.
So,
He's going for competitive.
Now we're going to my build.
Yeah.
So my car, 2015
Actually, you
Mustang,
mind if I cut
very
in real
similar
quick?
to Noah's, except
You mind if I cut in real quick?
What?
I said, you mind if I cut in real quick?
Go for it.
I was actually I was upgrading mine. I know he was talking about before, but
Okay.
yours is gonna be a long.
Okay.
I bought a custom box, two subwoofer,
It's a prefab.
prefab SDR.
No, the box
Uh,
is a prefab from
No,
Hi-Fi
no.
Sound Connection, but the subs
yeah.
are SVR,
VR.
Scar Audio SVR
10s,
10s, dual
yeah.
4 ohm.
So
They're
and
wired down to 1 ohm at the amp, but
yeah, and 1500 watt amp from Scar as
Yeah.
well.
RP or RD?
RP.
1500.
Yeah, and everything's wired up, everything's ready to go, and the box doesn't fit.
Yeah.
So everything was yanked back out, and that's where I am currently. We sent photos and
Yeah,
just
we're waiting for
commentary saying,
response.
it doesn't fit. And according to the email that they sent, they're opening an investigation. So we'll get a response in 2 days or so to see
Yeah.
exactly what went wrong. It's like, no, I can tell you what went wrong. Someone's measuring and got a crooked eye. Okay, a little bit of a crooked eye.
Oh,
But
Robert gave us a
mine-
comment.
Hold on, we'll read it here in a second.
yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go through everybody's car audio system, especially
Yeah.
because I really want to talk about mine.
Yeah, I wanna mention
except for
mine.
yours. Except for yours.
No, we already went
Let's
over-
talk. Anyway,
I had a JBL speaker.
Um, what? Let's see. My system. At first, I was planning on keeping the factory head unit, but then I said, you know what? Screw it. I want Apple CarPlay, so I went and bought a $800 setup. It was a Kenwood head unit. It kept all the factory bezels. All my knobs still work, which is awesome.
Lip knobs.
Anyways, from there, I've had this 12-inch subwoofer since God knows how long. Since my first car. That was a 1992 Honda Accord. But anyways, that's besides the point.
The thing was a train wreck, but it was like amazing to ride.
Yeah. Anyways, so from there, I currently have a set of dual SDR Star Audio 10-inch subs in a box that actually fixed my car. And I have a set of CT sound components in the front. So what I'm doing is I have a full three-way setup, and I'm going to bypass the factory amplifier so I can put all my own stuff. And I'm going to use a USB, which was on this table, and I would show you guys, but I don't feel like jumping over the couch again.
Yeah, that couch is still crying.
and don't worry, if you do not understand a word he's saying, I don't either.
Anyways,
But it equals amazing sound quality and
it's competition grade.
Yeah, he's going for a competitive system.
what's the name of the competition?
Ayaska.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, I was gonna say that.
No, that was my that was
That
just
was a
a
joke. Yeah. Okay. Joey.
Stock. No, okay, so I got my car 2018. I got my car 2018. Everything was stock, except I didn't have no speakers. Like I had one in the front.
Good
I got one in the front passenger, or it was the front driver's seat, and that was the only one that worked. And from there, I wanted to upgrade my sound system, so I ended up buying $40 speakers from the flea market, some Sony Explodes, and
They exploded.
no, they're still running. I put them into the back. There were two 6x9s. And man, I thought I was like bad. I remember I would tell Noah, "Hey Noah, watch this." Blah, everything's shaking, but man, I was living. And then
Boy, was he wrong.
he was right. It was bad.
Yeah.
it was bad.
and I didn't have no installation. My uncle
Hey, this is why we learned about commas and periods.
Yeah.
My uncle was the one holding the saw.
Let's go. But my uncle, before he passed, he told me put some shirts in there. So my installation was shirts and socks for a good 6 months.
And then he came to my house shirtless.
Yeah. And then my system now, Sal helped me put it in. I still have the two 6x9s, two 6.5 speakers in the front, Alpine, Pioneer touchscreen head unit, 12-inch Scar sub in the back with a 800 watt 5-channel amp. Yeah, and that's the current build. I don't plan on upgrading it right now, just because I'm looking into selling my car in the near future. So just working on maintenance, and hopefully I'll get a bigger system when I get my next car. But it goes boom. It shakes. It's nice. Sub $1,500.
I had a Bluetooth JBL speaker.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So we'll start with the
What, the live stream?
or
Well,
members
up to
probably. So we'll start with first question. Robert asks, "What car inspired you to get into cars?"
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going
Actually, I might know yours. You go.
Okay.
you might know mine. We've known each other for years.
No, go for it.
Since we were babies.
I'm gonna say
He's like, we share diapers.
We still share diapers.
Oh,
Oh god.
oh God.
Okay, so what inspired you to get into cars?
This might be a funny one, but you know that first movie of Fast and Furious, Dom's car,
The red one or the Charger?
the Charger.
Okay.
Okay.
That
think that was
that was the
everyone's first.
one car that I really liked, and ever since then it's been onward with cars,
It's been a downward slope.
pretty much from
Okay.
there.
So I don't think I've ever told you this. The car that inspired me was a 2005 red Mustang.
Prius.
And
It was a
It was
Prius.
actually Noah's car. I was not into cars at all before we went to the mall junior year. At all. Like my family wasn't big into cars. I didn't even know my uncle was into cars.
That gave him a car boner.
Yeah. It just like at all. And then one time me and Noah and a couple friends went to the mall, and Noah picked me up from my house, and I'm like, okay. And of course Noah was just driving down the highway. I was like, wow, this is nice. Like his car looks so cool. And from there Noah started teaching me about cars, and I thought a V4 was a common thing. I thought that was every 4-cylinder. But yeah, Noah's 2005 red Mustang got me into cars.
Shit. I mean, I love that car. I miss that car.
My turn?
Yeah. So.
Okay. You know, a lot of people like have movie cars that they
Lightning
really
McQueen.
Yeah.
and I'm no different. For me, it's a movie car, and that is Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. But in light of a couple things that company has done, it's no. I mean, it still inspired me to get into cars, but I no longer like that company and what it represents.
Yeah. Well, when you look into the background of it, the car itself you love.
The car itself is awesome,
Yeah.
right? But you know, you can never have one because the issue is they want to sue everybody out of existence. So, for me,
That's the dark side of owning companies. That's the dark side of
Yeah.
business that nobody wants to talk about.
yep.
Unfortunately, they tell you about it too late.
Mhm. Yeah, like I don't know if anybody has heard of B is for Bill. They were building a Eleanor replica, and you know, the company basically came up and said, "Hey, stop this! Give us your car, or we will sue you." And they pretty much had to. Gone in 60 Seconds actually seized that Mustang, which is a body. It was a body swap 2015 Mustang GT.
You see, I saw that. I just never read into it. So that was
So-
the company still? Like they're
Yeah,
still
that
kicking?
was-
That's
Gone in 60 Seconds is a how do you say it?
So that was the name of the movie
And
Gone
now
in 60 Seconds spawned the Gone in 60 Seconds company, which is in charge of licensing out the car as a
Prop.
character. Because the car is a character in the movie, according to them. Which, in that case, you have to license out its likeness. So there's only one company that's licensed to build replicas. And of course, you know, the cars are all official. You know, Mustangs, they're all, I think, a cave-in, whatever. But, you know, their cars cost $100,000. What BS for Build was trying to do is they were trying to body swap the 2015 using basically nothing but repop fenders. All the body panels was all just reproduction stuff. And they had a 2015 Mustang that they were doing that to. And the bad part about it is that they Gone in 60 Seconds, because they were using a Gone in 60 Seconds inspired body kit. Gone in 60 Seconds came up to them and said, "Hey, you don't have a license to do this. Stop." And they actually seized the car, and now they really can't talk about it. They can't say the word Eleanor in their videos. Which, I mean, that's, you know, hey, what about my grandma Eleanor? You know, I don't actually have a grandma Eleanor, by the way. But it's you know,
Here they come after me, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the nasty side. That's the dirty side of trying to make it in this world. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't want you to, and it's just, and for lack of better phrasing, it's a real shitty thing.
Yeah.
To know. I mean, you know you're gonna walk in there. It's like going up against an MMA fighter. You know you're gonna get your ass whipped.
It's like
know
a
you're gonna
street
get
fighter
your-
versus
your-
MMA fighter. Like you automatically know the MMA
Well,
fighter.
how about let's just say a normal
I'm gonna
person
play devil's
versus.
advocate here and say, okay, because the car is a character in the movie and it has licensing rights,
Yeah.
BS for Build was in the wrong. They shouldn't have called it Eleanor. They shouldn't have used it Eleanor inspired body kit, because that body kit was built specifically for the movie. Even if it was a replica body kit, they shouldn't have done that in a legal standpoint,
Yeah.
because making that car was being used to generate revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Gone in 60 Seconds has the right to sue for that licensing damage, basically.
Yeah.
Like Ferrari with
Like Ferrari, how they did that thing with Deadmau5, where they said, hey, you can't do that to our cars.
Mm-hmm.
Gone in 60 Seconds said, hey, you can't build this car without our permission. So, that the bad part is they have to enforce that, otherwise they lose the right to enforce it.
So basically,
So
they
even
need
if
to.
it is just completely non-Eleanor related. Like in this case, it's not really an Eleanor clone, because they weren't calling it Eleanor. They just said Eleanor like twice in the video.
So basically, with their what you're trying to say is that
it
for
was
every little
just those
thing,
keywords.
they
are what
needed
killed
Those
it.
a license
keywords
for
are
every
what
little
killed
thing
it,
they did.
basically. They were trying to get by really, you know, by not calling it Eleanor, blah 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 blah. You know, they were trying everything that they could to not do it, but they let the word slip like twice, and that got the Lord's attention.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, that still goes back to my point. That's the dark side of business. You're walking on eggshells every step of the way, and
Yep.
and I
you
mean,
don't know what you're doing that could be licensed by somebody else, or you don't know what you're doing that could be.
yeah, even an idea that you think you thought of, somebody can come in and boom,
Tell you, no,
now
this
it's
is mine.
over. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, the Eleanor car, I don't even know if I can say that anymore.
Anyway,
But Eleanor from Gone 60 Seconds is the car that you're like, you know what, that I'd like to have that one day.
but I mean, obviously, I'm never going to be able to afford it because those cars are $100,000.
Now, never say never. We don't know what the next few years have
Nor
in
do I
store.
think I really want one anymore.
I wouldn't either. I mean, I'd want the car itself.
I wouldn't want one built by the official company, because the problem is, what it stands for, what people have gone through to get those.
They've kind of just taken that power and
Me and Noah had a
They've basically
friend
taken that power.
who had a what?
abused it.
What did he have? I don't want to say his name, but he had a Eleanor 2013, 2014 Mustang.
I mean, it was a body kit.
Yeah, it looked nice.
It was a body kit that referenced that car.
Yeah,
reference the design.
I remember that looked really nice whenever he had
Yeah.
that.
I mean, yeah, it was really nice. I love it.
Anyways, we should probably move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of questions in. Like,
Well, no, it's
Laura, you used to have a question up, boss.
The Blazer?
No, actually, that made me hate cars.
Oh,
No, the Blazer was just another side story that I'm not gonna go into. But I would have to say the car that I saw, it's still driving around today. I love it. His daughter's into cars now. She has an El Camino. It's a 1968 Chevy Chevelle, and I mean, I don't know the exact blue it is, but I mean it's an amazing blue, chromed out. The supercharger and carburetors and air cleaners are sticking out of. I mean, it doesn't have a
he
hood.
doesn't even have a hood yet.
Yeah.
Picking up above the car.
The first time I saw that car, I had to like tiptoe over the fender to look into it. I mean, of course, now I'm. Oh look. I still want the chance to drive that. So if you're watching, you know who you are, Fear68.
LMK.
Let me know if I can take it for a joyride, or maybe even take a ride in the El Camino. I know I'm a big Ford guy, but I mean, hey, I gotta pay respect to cars that mean something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to get off this topic, but Roberts has a question for you, boss.
Next.
As well as beside where Raptor Strike.
Yeah.
Okay. Where Raptor Strike is now, do you see it making it to a shop, and what future goals do you see it? Do you see if it happens?
That's for you.
Or do you want to go around and ask everybody this, boss?
Future.
That's for Noah because
Yeah.
that's his company.
Yeah.
Future goals.
Basically, like, we're just like employees.
Right now, Raptor Strike is in limbo. It's kind of in that stalemate where you started. I'm not gonna say building popularity, but you're trying to make a name.
You gotta grind.
You're
You're to grind.
you're sharpening a blade, and there's a point where you can sharpen that blade enough to where it's dull again. And that's where we are right now. I really need to sit back and really think, what do I want from Raptor Strike? What do I want it to be? What do I want it to be known as?
You're at the point where you need to figure out exactly what your identity is going to be.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
Doing the whole, yes, we do everything.
It's not gonna work.
No.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I'd like to say, yeah, we do everything, we don't.
Yeah.
You can't. You physically can't.
Yeah, you can't be a master of everything.
Now I can hire masters, but you know how much that is?
That's a lot of money right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
$5. At least.
One thing that I do want to give it a shot at is I want to go racing. I've watched races.
So you want to
Tu
keep
carro no
it like
quema,
performance.
Yeah. What?
Tu carro no quema,
Oh, yeah, right now it doesn't.
Like,
especially-
you
Race
want to
me
say
without your wheels,
performance,
dog.
like,
Yeah, Raptor Strike performance in the sense that I want it to mean something. I want it to be a challenge for people. Like, say,
Yeah.
I want people to call me out. I mean, people already do, and it's horrible.
Race me.
But I mean, like Cletus McFarlane. I mean, we just finished watching the 2.4
4 hours. of
hour.
mullets.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened to my screen?
Uh-oh. I don't know if the stream turned off.
No, the stream's still going.
Okay.
Did
I
you go
just
into
think-
sleep mode?
No. I just think I need to switch out of.
I'm sorry, we're having a technical difficulty.
We just can't see
My
chat.
graphics card's like dying, so it might be something like that. Big oof. Okay, well I can just move everything out.
Oh, the reason why we're all chilling here today is we were watching Cletus McFarlane's 2.4 hours of lay mullets, and they were just racing 20 Crown Vics.
yeah.
Which is my favorite car.
The Crown
Every car is your
Victoria,
favorite car, though, boss.
Not every car. There's some that I wish were not created.
2011 Chevy Malibu.
That one, yeah.
A Prius.
That's one of them. That's definitely one of them.
Oh, my girlfriend's not watching.
Well, in the bedroom.
Oh! Did you see that? No, I can't do it. It's stuck to the wall. Can't talk about it.
We
I think we're offline now.
we got a few technical. But yeah, I mean, I want to. I guess in the famous words, boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys. You know, that's what I want to do.
Oh God.
Well, here we are, and we're back.
What's up?
Another question that we got was,
that would have gone straight for me.
are there to be more members? I
Where's the
believe
comments
is
at,
what the
boss?
question was.
I'm going.
What's it called? Yeah, is that all for future goals? Making it to a shop?
She meant mechanics.
No. I'm saying, are we done with that? Like, do you see it making to a shop? Do you any future goals? Are we done with that question?
I'm gonna say yeah. There's no real way that I can fit that answer into the. I mean,
You can't fit it all into one.
yeah. I mean,
thing.
You're
I
still
wanted
feeling
I
that.
wanted to have a future.
You're still finding yourself right
I'm
now.
still finding it. I mean that's the hard part. I mean you go through life. Like I said, you don't have a roadmap. And you
don't-
see, I worked with engineers, and what really messed it up for me was the engineer's son. He came working with me, and that's when the work life changed. And for me, and I just want to say, it's really easy to do something when your parents have done it before you. So right now, we're all in that section where we're breaking the mold. We've watched our parents work hard, you know, break their backs day in, day out, to get us through school, you know, to get us comfortably living, and at some point you want to pay that back.
Yeah.
You know, you want to see them relax for once. But Robert, that's a great question, and I hope I can give you an answer. You know, a more set in stone answer.
We have another question saying, can we expect more members to join?
And my member, she sent me a text. She read mechanics.
Ah, okay.
Yes and no. It is expensive just for me to be the mechanic. And a lot of the times, actually often of the times, I don't pay myself. So every nickel that I get from the business that I charge someone on an invoice, all that's just put back into the company. And that's something that a lot of new business owners don't do. And that's one of the parts that makes it fail. You know, you want to, of course, you want to see
So
yourself.
many people are concentrated on profits.
I mean, profits is a great thing. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong.
There's-
There's
a
certain
limit.
point where the profit isn't for you. The profit is for your business.
There was a quote
So
that I heard that might tie into this. So many people are focused on spending $1 million, but no one wants to earn $1 million.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's my struggle right now. Is trying to figure out how to earn that $1 million.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can tell you right now, in the last quarter, I think maybe, you know, I'm not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. That's just like you're spending loads of money. You're not really making loads of money, but you got to make do with what you have.
Next question is, how did you get the name Raptor Strike?
Likes raptors and hitting things.
Raptor Strike. Honestly, it was just something that kind of popped in my head one day. Back in 2012, 2010 is when the Ford Raptor came out, and I mean, I'm still in love with that truck. But even when I was a kid, my favorite dinosaur was like the Raptor.
I didn't know that. I thought you got it from Raptor Man, from
my name.
Yeah, from Top Gun.
T-
Was it Top Gun?
No.
That's Maverick.
No, they're Raptor Man.
So here's the funny part about my name. We did names based off of
Your
a
name's
movie
Noah.
called, my nickname. That actually someone to
Your
this day, I
nickname's-
don't know who it was, but when we were in high school, they would yell out Raptor Man, which is of course Raptor Man 5.0 is my Twitter that I do not use, my Snapchat, my Instagram. To this day, I do not know who that was.
Your OnlyFans.
my my OnlyFans.
Your MySpace.
Off of a movie from I believe the 70s or 80s, Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. I thought it was Top Gun.
And there was a character in there called what we thought was Raptor Man. But when you look at the script and you watch it with the closed captions, it's Rafter Man. So all of a sudden, my name became not so much after that movie, but it was just a fun thing because when you hear it, you think they're saying Raptor Man. So I try to incorporate, my favorite word, Raptor, and Raptor Strike seemed to stick. I mean, and it stayed. Like we were talking earlier, 2014 is when we first kind of introduced the name Raptor Strike Garage. I had a logo drawn up by Devin Lawson, amazing artist. I mean, and it just kind of snowballed from there, and I got a lot of support. I got a lot of people saying, why don't you try it? Why don't you try it? And then a few years after that, it's like, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it my all. And, it's a lot harder than...
Then you quit your job, and then...
Yeah, and I mean, that's life. I figured out it's not that easy. I mean, I knew it wasn't that easy, but it's a lot harder. Everything's simple on paper. When you get into the translations of actually doing it, that's where everything just falls off.
Yeah.
So, also, you got to learn you cannot do it all. You cannot be the invoicing person. You cannot be the mechanic. You cannot be the shop apprentice. You cannot be the guy that picks up tools, parts. You can't be the one trying to do online advertising with Facebook, with Instagram, with social media. You cannot do it all. I'm just going to say that right now. If you think you can, and these millionaires that say I'm self-made, no, you're not.
They're liars.
I am willing to call you out. You are not. There has to be someone to help you somewhere along the line.
Every business owner has a partner, and that's always the whole thing with, hey, I'm self-made. No, you're not. You always had somebody there beside you. You always had, whether it was the same person or 50
Kind of like a council.
Yeah, whether it's the same person or 50 different people, you always have somebody there to advise you, to help you out, to bring you to figuring out exactly what you're gonna do. It's never you're actually self-made unless of course
You can be self-started.
Yeah.
But if you want to be like Jeff Bezos up there, they all have
Let's just say
advisors.
Elon Musk wasn't Elon Musk by himself.
Yeah.
You can have the idea by yourself. You can start it by yourself. But eventually you need a team.
Exactly.
Steve Jobs didn't start Apple alone. Bill
Samsung did?
Gates,
He was the main focus, but
Bill
it wasn't
Gates
just
didn't
him.
start Microsoft
Yeah.
alone. Steve Jobs had a co-founder, Steve Wozniak. Bill Gates had what was his name?
You're on your own on that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's even more than what I knew.
I didn't watch that YouTube video.
Yeah, anyway,
I didn't watch that documentary.
Elon Musk. I mean, he had his team of people behind him. It's never you're on your own. You always have somebody there to help you.
Like backup.
Not necessarily back up.
How long have we been on?
An hour and 35.
Yeah, there you go.
Where are
And
y'all
13 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I think Noah needs to take off his hat for his viewers.
Do it.
Why
Do it.
Why
Do
do, why do
Do
you want to see
it.
my
Take off your
jacked
shirt.
up haircut?
Do it.
I don't want to see his shirt off.
No.
Just the hat.
Just a hat.
Okay, for the past 2 years or so, I've been cutting my own hair, and this time I messed up. I went too high, but there, I'll take my hat off. I don't know how good. I don't know how bad it
Doesn't look
looks.
bad.
Not
Oh,
that
from
bad.
far away it looks perfect. I mean, but if you don't ask me to go in front of the camera.
Yeah, on this side of Noah's head, it's completely bald. There's no hair.
See that? He did it.
I did it. Yeah. That's.
Put your hat back on. You're blinding me.
What's another question that one of y'all may have?
How you doing?
I have a question, and this one's for Noah, and I wanna see his reaction. If someone's following their dream, and I wanna see what she said. If they came up to you and they've been excited about this dream for years, right? You've known them. They come up to you and tell you, "I want to quit." What would you say? Like you've known them, the full-hearted. Like, what would your advice be to people who's like they're at the rough part of being an
You're
entrepreneur?
ready to just throw in the towel.
Yeah, they're like, I think it's time to hang it up.
my thing would be look back 5 years ago. Would the person you were be in awe of the person you are now? You know, was this even a thought 5 years ago? Now that you're pursuing it and this is your dream and you know it's your dream, you know, is that who you want to become? Is that are you? Let me just cut to the chase. Are you proud of what you've accomplished? Do you think it's going somewhere? Do you think someone's got a target on your back and they're just gunning for you to stop? You know, what did you want out of it? When you started this, what did you want? What was the end goal for you? Did that goal change? Is it no longer enjoyable? And that's the thing you got to answer in your head. Is this what I want? You know, there's a lot of things that you don't, I guess, that you jump into, and when you start thinking about it, you're like
you don't think, you just leap.
yeah. You know what I'd say?
What's
Don't
up?
fear failure. It's not something bad. If you didn't learn from the experience, then yeah, you failed pretty hard. But fail. The word fail for me is your first attempt in learning. You know, you tried. If you want to give up, give up. You know, there's no shame in that. If people want to call you names, if people want to pick on you because it didn't work, guess what? They're picking at their own insecurities. They haven't followed their dreams. They haven't stopped their life to try to become what they wanted. And that's where a lot of people start. That's where you start to tear. You have those internal battles. You know, I've been there. You sit down and you just think to yourself, you know, mental issues are real. You know, and a lot of the stress you put on yourself, and that's understandable. But if you want to continue and you want to see it out, think 5 years in the future and look back on this moment. Are you going to be proud? Or are you going to be one of those what ifs? What if I continued? What if I didn't give up? Where would I be? You
Like
know?
question yourself like years and years down the
Yeah,
line.
yeah. Can you live with yourself for giving
I
up?
wouldn't, to be honest with you. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't what?
Like, if let's say, like, for example, like,
To be alive.
like Joey said, like, if you're trying to do something and then you just stop doing it because you want to throw in the towel, and then 10 or 20 years down the line, I wouldn't be able to live myself because I'll keep saying to myself the what ifs. The what ifs will always haunt you no matter what you do. Like, what if I did this? What if I did that? You know, that's what's mainly gonna help. That's
If
not
you
really
fail
gonna
as a
let me.
shop manager, maybe a outspeaker.
You want to give us a little bit more detail on that?
Please.
No, I mean that. But
Oh, I think he's talking like a speaker, like motivational speaker.
oh,
Maybe. I don't know. That sounds like it.
okay. So you're saying if it doesn't work out as a company, maybe I should go out on my own and be a motivational speaker. Is that what you're trying to say?
We'll get back to that.
Yeah, because there is a bit of a
20-second
delay.
delay.
Yeah. No, and I mean,
But like, if y'all guys have any like doubts about that, please tell me. You know,
doubts about like what I'm doing, or doubts about what?
like all the what ifs, like in life. You know.
Well,
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Well, my question for that, or my answer to that is, you say the what ifs. Oh, what was it? Because I have a lot with a lot of the reading I've been doing.
You can
I
read?
get a lot of
You can read?
what?
You can read?
No, I graduated from Southwest.
Oh.
Nice.
What's it called? What's it considered?
Okay, who turned on
I'm
friendly
sorry.
fire?
Hey, but in all fairness, he's still in college. I dropped out.
I'm not in college.
Same.
What's it called? There's a quote. It says, "Fear says, what if?" Fear says, "What if?" hope says even if. So if you go into something, what if, you're not gonna do it because you get scared. But even
Exactly.
if you say like, what if my car stops working?
Yeah.
You don't drive. But if you think about it as, even if my car stops working,
I still have AAA.
exactly, I still have this
Roadside assistance.
I have this. Maybe it was a sign, you know.
Yeah.
It's
And I've lived with a lot of those what ifs, whether it comes with my business, with my school, my career that I had before this. I've held on to those what ifs. My relationships. I mean, that's a perfect example. They're not perfect at all. Don't laugh. But in all seriousness, I held on to those what ifs, and it was a lot of problems starting for me. And you have to live with that. But the biggest part that you want to do is you want to let go. You need to come to peace with the past. You can't stay in it. I'm not a very good reader. I don't read very many books. But you can't finish a book if you keep rereading the same chapter.
you
That's
keep
that-
rereading
that's
the
not-
title.
Yeah, that's not how any of this works. If you continue to live in the past and reread everything that you've done, you're never going to move forward. You're never going to finish the book. And like you said, having those fears, what if this, what if that, what is that? Courage is not the absence of fear. It's being consumed by fear, but continuing anyways. Because you know what you got yourself into, you know what you want, and you know, it's your dream. Nobody can take that away from you. Just like your education, nobody can take what you've learned away from you. That's the only thing that's valuable, and nobody can take. People can waste your time. They can take your time. But the things you know and the things you've been through and your experience, they can't take that. I mean, unless they got the like a mind washing thing.
What's it called?
Brainwash.
Yeah.
The neuralizer.
Yeah. And I appreciate it, Robert. I mean, a lot of the things I say, I mean it, from the bottom of my heart. A lot of these things I've heard from my mentors, and what a lot of people don't really know when I meet them is my age. Right now, I'm 21.
Aren't you like 16? Oh shit.
Well, all jokes aside, I'm 21, and I've been through a lot of different situations. I've been through, a lot of things that people double, triple my age haven't been through. And I'm not saying that, to brag or anything, because a lot of the things I wish I wasn't in, but it's just the simple fact that if I can help someone out, if you need advice, if you just need a pick me up, let me know. I'll see if I can reach and figure out.
Mexico.
I'm sorry, we don't do street racing here.
Yeah.
Only official.
The last thing is, where are we racing streets? Is that like a street question mark or streets?
Ubu.
Oh well.
Yeah, I think it's a winky face.
But I'm gonna agree with Noah on that. Like some people, they have their mindset, and like some of them just don't.
If there's no official time slip, it's not racing.
So I haven't lost. I'm undefeated.
Because you haven't raced anybody.
Which means I'm undefeated. Undefeated.
No, I mean this with what he's saying. It took a
Lies.
turn. I guess this is why we're good at like improv stuff. Even if it's not comedy and we're not making jokes,
Right.
we can talk about have a heart-to-heart conversation. Everything I'm saying, like I said, is from the heart. It's what I believe. If you don't believe it, I mean, that's
It's on you.
that's on you. If you're entitled to what you believe. I'm entitled to what I believe. Your opinion's your opinion. My opinion's my opinion.
I will gap you, Robert.
He said he's got
Whoa.
some. He said he's got some coupons to the neighborhood Gapplebee's.
That he's gonna
Didn't see
serve
my
you.
wink, but yes, it was there.
He's gonna serve you up a large gapperoni with cheese. With the gappletini.
I'm watching you.
I'll be watching. I'm looking at you through the glass. No, I was going with you. Hold on, let me put the mic down. We're like Gulfstream wipers.
coaster there for a minute.
What?
I felt like it was a roller coaster. It's going doing, doing, doing.
You're not wrong.
This couch was like, why God?
Why me? I just like kill me now.
me! No, Hazel, stop! Eddie, please.
He said no, I'm watching you.
I know.
And yeah, I mean that was a great question. I mean, Joey, that was a more so for me like a morals question.
You gonna get
Yeah.
gapped,
what
boy.
would happen? What would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Sal, any question?
No.
No.
Well.
You keep saying well. You can eat my tread.
Damn.
That's what that's
You mean like that valve stem you left in my driveway? his tire kept flattening and we couldn't find a. I say we, but I wasn't there.
He left the valve core?
No, like he said he went to the tire shop, and like the valve stem was missing. So I think that would be a pretty bad thing for us to miss.
Yeah.
But Dimitri, do you have a question? Like car related or?
Are we all gonna die?
We all know that that's gonna happen
Unfortunately,
eventually.
one day.
Eventually. Wow, my mind just went blank on that question.
That's how it usually goes.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
His mind or our mind?
My mind. I just went blank on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I'd consider this this live stream a success.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think we found our kind of niche.
Yeah.
Like we found like our playing ground in a way.
Niche.
It would be called the 3 employed and 1 unemployed.
3 out of 4 of us have a
three,
job.
3.5 employed.
Three fourths
Three and a-
employed. three
Three-fourths
fourths employed.
Oh, I have a question for you, boss. How do you see your prices? Like reasonable, average, or high?
Quality.
Out of all the other companies out there.
You know, I actually have a thing to say about that. Well, if anybody has any friends that are starting businesses, do not ask them for a fucking discount.
And have the money, please.
Do not. Guys, whenever
Better seatbelts, boys.
whenever you're starting a business, technically you try to keep your margins low. Why? Because you can't afford to, lose customers due to high prices. So, chances are you're getting the best price you can get. Just because, let's say for example, Noah's your friend, does not mean that
He's gonna give you a discount.
he's gonna give you a discount, because chances are that's already the cheapest he can go.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I won't give you a discount. It just means like when I do give you a discount, I am shooting myself, my hands, my legs,
Losing
my
money
foot,
on it.
yeah, everything.
Yeah, so that should be taken into an account when, like, if you're thinking about asking for a discount, think about Noah's side. Think about, if I ask him, he's probably gonna say yeah.
I think what the big downfall with that was when I was working, I wanted to help people, and I wouldn't ask for anything. You need help, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'll help you out. That
People
mentality
expect
kind of
that.
stuck. Yeah, and it wasn't so much like a what's the word, like a spark of generosity. It was now
Yeah.
you kind of want it every time. And I mean it's not bad to want that every time. It's just now I'm in a different situation.
Yeah, like
And
when I go to Noah, I would consider as my main mechanic now. If I need something, I'm gonna go to him. He's my boy. I'm gonna go to him. I'm not gonna be like, hey, bro, like help me out. Like, no, in lack of better words, I'm helping him out. I'm contributing to the business,
yeah.
and it's not right for me to be like, oh well, can I just pay you $10? Or can I just buy you food? Or can I pay you another time? It's
It's like,
And
okay,
before I started this, that was okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was like
all this was work.
going back to
all
my
payment for work.
going back to my mom's car, right? I was out. I couldn't get home. She had a flat tire. I called Noah, and he was right over there. He changed her tire out, and I bought him lunch. He had a job at the time. He was okay to do that, but now,
Yeah.
it's completely understandable. This
Well,
is
I mean, your mom was outside, kind of panicky, and she wanted to pay, and I said, when I can help, I'll help. You know, I was raised in the sense, don't offer help if you don't mean it. You know, if you're gonna give an excuse. Now, at the time, I was working as you know, an engineer, so when you would call, I was almost never in San Antonio. Like, I was in Del Rio, I was in Eagle Pass, I was in Bastrop. You know, I was not here. So yeah, if I wasn't here physically, obviously the answer would have been no. But I mean, if I'm here, you know, I'm gonna help as much as I can. And unfortunately, me in that spirit of trying to help, I do hurt myself a lot. Not only financially, but you know, it's one of those snowball effects. You know,
Yeah.
it's one thing leads to another, and
yeah, it's like, okay, you know, you're so used to helping people that when the people are so used to getting help from you, that now they expect the help.
yeah,
Yeah.
They, you know, they don't take the time to realize.
Like they
hey,
expect passes every
this guy's
time.
main source of income
This is livelihood.
his
now.
business.
This is his career.
This thing that he does. And you know, like me, I don't want to turn my hobbies into jobs. And I have a like pretty much
and then here comes my dumbass.
right. I don't want to turn my hobbies into jobs. Mainly because when it becomes a job to me, now that means I gotta make ends meet by this.
Yeah, now you
Yeah.
have to do
Now
it.
I have to do it.
Yeah. It's no longer I'm gonna go to the garage and cuss
Yeah.
because something's not working. But now it's like you're gonna cuss because it's not working.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a totally different situation. It's
Yeah,
everything else is
it's
at
like,
stake.
It's not something
yeah.
I can put on to the side and say,
Yeah.
like my car, I've put on the side burner for so many times. But if, let's say, for example, working on these cars was my job, now I can't put it on the side burner. I have to keep it here. I can't keep my mind fresh.
Yeah.
But, you know, you know, for me,
Damn.
hobbies shouldn't become
Yeah. That's
jobs for me.
that's
And looking at Robert's
The reason
comment,
why I asked that question
that's
about the
how
prices
you can tell
is
who true friends are. Say no, and you'll see who's still there. That is truth.
No.
yeah.
that was actually told to me.
See, you're still here. Thanks, friend.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah,
bud.
you're still here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. No, that was actually. I mean, that's great.
What do I charge for diagnostic?
What do I charge? It actually depends if you come to me or I go to you. But back to Robert's thing. A mentor told me that, you know, he did 21 years of his own brokerage firm, and he said friendships are great, but when you can't mix friends with business. Unfortunately, I'm not saying no to be an asshole. I'm saying no because it's business. It's nothing personal.
Yeah,
It's
and
business.
there was one thing that Noah said a while ago that kind of rung with me that I'll use this to other friends to this day. I can fire you and still be your friend. It's business.
Yeah.
It's like if you're
Yeah.
messing with my numbers, if you're messing with my shop, I'm sorry. I have to let you go.
Yeah,
You know?
didn't I say that?
No, you said that.
I think we agreed on it.
Yeah,
I
you
think we
agreed on it, but Noah
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, it's you know, the whole thing where it's like, okay, if we're friends and we hire you, and then we fire you because you do something completely freaking stupid, we're still friends.
Yeah.
Unless
So
you did
y'all
something to
guys can
ruin
laugh
our
at it
friendship.
at the end of the day, but
It's
like,
just, we're just looking out for the business. I'm just looking out for the business.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right?
Yeah. Like, say, for example, you do something really dumb.
yeah,
Not, you know what I mean. You, as
Yeah,
in
exactly.
general. I would have to let you go. At the bottom line, you're affecting our reputation because at that point we're a team, and I'm
Yeah.
relying on y'all to help me help y'all. If
Yeah.
there's no me, there's no y'all. You know?
exactly.
Well, not okay. I know y'all know what I mean, but in all the sense of the truth, that's how it works. And
Mhm.
some people get it, some people don't, and that's just the fact of the earth.
Yeah,
There's always going to be people that don't get it. But to Rosita's question, or Rosita, I don't know how she wants me to pronounce it. What do you charge for diagnostic? Our diagnostic fee is $25 if you come to us. And if we can tell you exactly what's wrong with it and you decide to let us fix it, we waive that fee. So that's kind of one of the things that help. If I have to travel to you, it's $35 for the diagnostics and 75 cents a mile, depending on how far you live. That's just to help me backtrack for gas. I mean, because a gallon is not 75 cents, you know? So, what is it? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's the best thing to live by. But yeah, the prices that I've put out are as competitive as they can get. They're helping me get by literally the skin of my teeth. I am fortunate to say that we have been in business for about 6 months in the middle of the pandemic. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, but also my timing was really bad.
Yeah.
I guess going way back to a first question we had, what are the takeaways of a business? Know your timing. Know your timing.
Well, given that you don't, you did start in the middle, but if you would have started before, that wouldn't have been your fault though. Because if you don't know what's gonna happen, you know.
You know, for that one, timing, while it is important, it's also important to know the conditions, really. Like,
world problems.
Yeah.
well, no, not world problems. Like, more like you got to learn how to look at your own conditions. So, for example, you know, okay, I have all these people that are coming to me for X issues, or hey, I'm building, you know, I'm doing all this stuff. Like, okay, I'm like for me, I was doing sound all the time. I saw the conditions to start my own business. So
He's being a stripper.
Partnered with Noah on that one. And,
Noah's becoming a stripper.
Hey.
I got a begins me.
So in that case, I saw the conditions to start a business, and that became Basic Productions. And technically, Basic Productions still exists, just not that many customers, but one customer to be exact.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah. I mean, and for like honestly, I don't do that much because I don't want to do it much.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to that hobby thing. When
Yeah.
it becomes a job, it's no longer a hobby.
I'm not doing it to make ends meet.
Yeah.
It's still just a hobby, even though it's technically a business.
Yeah.
So that's my question about the prices. The reason I ask that is because, like, when I give out your business cards to people, they always ask me the same question all over again. Like, is he gonna give me that price where I have to scrape the bucket, or is he gonna give me that perfect price?
You know,
The hard part about that question is it depends on the problem. If you come to me and say, "Hey, I would like an oil change," you know that's something that's expensive, yes, to the average person, but it's not gonna break the bank.
Yeah.
But if you come to me and a wheel's falling off and the engine's missing, you know, it's gonna be expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. My demographic of customers are mostly police officers. And I had a heart-to-heart with one of the police officers, and, you know, he told me he was going to a shop for 18 years. He knew the owner. But then things changed. He started kind of getting shady. His pricing was off. And I mean, I get it. You know, running a business, I get it now. Your pricing is going to be affected on what's going on in the world. But when you start trying to gouge people, that's where I draw the line. You know, when is enough, really? So when he came to me, you know, I've heard the horror stories of I went here, I had a customer come in, you know, they paid $250 to the dealership, mind you, and then another $200 to another person for I don't know what reason, and it was simple things, you know, like a serpentine belt, spark plugs, you know, on a 4-cylinder, right on top, you know, that should not cost $200.
at least it wasn't a Subaru.
Or a Prius.
I mean, another one is a sound system from a customer. They charged $3,000-$4,000 and nothing was done correctly. I hated seeing that. I don't trust shops. There's the irony. I don't trust shops. I don't trust mechanics. But here I am with a shop and a mechanic. You know, and what I told that police officer is I understand the problems you go through being around other police officers, but it's the same story, different title. You know, if one cop's bad, they're all bad. If one mechanic's bad, they're all bad. You know, it's the same. It's a different profession, same situation. You know, so I'd like to break that mold and say, you You know, mechanics aren't bad. Yeah, we're trying to make a living, but you know, I just try to cut through the BS and be as honest as possible. You know?
Exactly.
Straight to the point, like a band-aid. You know, it's not gonna be pretty sometimes.
If y'all guys have any more questions, go ahead and put them down in the comics. I said comics, said it comments.
Also, I don't know if someone's watched from start to where we are now, 2 hours, but I do appreciate those have tuned in. You know, if anything we said helped or just something you needed to hear, especially the section where I was talking with Joey, you know, inspirationally, you know, if that's what you needed to hear today, yeah, I'm happy to be a part of that.
Bye.
Appreciate it, Robert. We appreciate you standing
Appreciate
by
it.
and watching. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe one day you can join us with the mic.
Yup.
We have more mics.
Yeah, well, we wanted to be a production company. We have
Yeah.
more mics.
Yeah.
Man, this dubstep's going.
Yeah, it's gonna. This is all what's the word?
Copyright.
yeah.
Or, royalty free.
Royalty free.
I think so.
No, we just got banned.
You're like they turned off our stream like 2 hours ago, like right when we started. Joey, any other question or comment that you'd like to? Now there will come a time where we do need to stop, but I mean, like I think we just enjoy talking that we might as well
Yeah.
film it.
Because we're probably going to keep talking after this.
Yeah, and I'm sure like we can do a 4-hour stint where we just sit here and talk, and then turn it off and still be talking.
Yeah.
Pretty much how it usually
But,
goes.
as far as questions, I'm good right now. I
You're
mean, I
good.
can ask like 50 questions, but I don't want to.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sal, anything you wanna?
What questions for the whole group?
Oh my god.
Well, that's not much of a question. It's more of like a statement. And that is, I don't like car meat people.
Oh,
do you?
unpopular
Why?
opinion.
That's
Mine.
general. Okay, no, that's general. You got to be specific because we talked about this before.
Oh, why though? That's my question though.
Wait. Have you been to a car meet? Before all this happened, before San Antonio stopped doing car meets for like big time, have you been to one?
Yes, the music is
No.
going down.
No, you have not.
I've heard the stories.
I've been to one with my grandfather, but it was like a really small one, like outside of a gas station. I'm not sure if
Which,
you know.
which gas station?
You
Was
know
it
the one
Biggs?
where Willie's is?
It's the one on Petrenko,
Petrenko?
Petrenko?
Yeah, the one
Okay,
right there.
okay.
the old one.
Now, that one on certain days, on certain weekends,
I'm gonna say
great.
possibly I was like around like 11, 12 at the time.
you were 11, 12?
I was
That
like,
was old because I remember.
Okay,
going to
yeah, that
those.
was back like
That was when
that
Yeah.
was the-
everything every Saturday.
That was when it was. Well, I mean, they were still doing it when I was in high school,
Yeah.
and I would go, but my car wasn't much to show up. I mean, it was the red 50, red 2005 that
Well,
you
you
were
just
talking
got
about.
it, right?
You know, and I wanted to be a part of the scene. I wanted to go see what was out there, and you know, mine wasn't a big shower. It was just you park there. Some people would look at it. I'm pretty sure one guy kicked it one time, but I mean, it is what it is. But then they evolved into just a mess.
Yeah.
So, my issue with car meat
I'm gonna
people.
I'm gonna get a drink.
Go
Anybody
for it.
want a drink?
I'll
give
take
me
a
a
Coke.
I'm good.
Can you give me a Coke?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Sorry.
Yeah, Coke. My issue with car meat people, or car meats in general, is that people don't seem to respect things. I find that to
It's
be
always
more.
about like this.
I find that to be more of a San Antonio thing. I've been to Houston, Dallas, for car meets, and everywhere seems
And
to be
Corpus.
more organized. Corpus, yes,
Yeah. Corpus has good meats.
yes, Corpus
Yeah.
has great meats.
Oh, years ago we went to Corpus.
Yeah, we went to Corpus.
We
Yeah,
need to
for
go to
weekend.
Corpus for a meat.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, it was like 7 a.m. There was awesome cars out there, and there was
Both Cokes.
nothing, nothing crazy going on. It was outside of a Cracker Barrel, I think. Twin Peaks. There we go. It was outside of a.
Of course, you remember that.
Busted.
I'm sorry, it is what it is.
That was the restaurant.
Anyways.
They weren't open. I remember that.
Yeah, no, they weren't open. Anyways, that meet was so organized. You know, the one in Dallas that we went to, that we saw, that was we were going to Gas Monkey. Yeah, Summit Racing. It was clean.
And then there was another one at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill.
Yeah, there was another one at Gas Monkey Bar and Grill. Banana bus. Anyways, here in San Antonio, they're garbage. You know, you go. There's guys doing burnouts. There's guys doing two-step battles.
One thing that's
Without two-step.
one thing that's been like, I'm gonna say, infesting the city is takeovers. In the past month, there's just been crazy amount of.
I don't know what that is.
So a takeover is whenever you see these guys stop traffic, and then they just start doing.
Oh,
donuts.
you mean idiots?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They try to
call
get
them
as close to
takeovers.
the car. Yeah, the street takeovers.
That's those videos you see where people end up getting hit by cars doing donuts.
Yeah, and I do not feel an ounce of
Empathy.
pity.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
and
oh,
that's
you mean
what's
like those
ruining the
guys
car
that,
scene.
that want to sit there and record and they get closer and closer
And
to
then
the
they end
car?
up getting hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's what's ruining the car scene in this city, and
Well, it's giving a bad name to people that are into cars.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's giving a bad name to car people in general, and then the city sees it. Hey, these guys are just being reckless. These guys are just doing.
Sooner or later, they're going to look at us and go, well, these guys are nothing but trouble. All they're going to do is destruction and ruin the city
that,
streets.
that
And then
goes-
before you know it, they're going to cancel all car meets.
Well, it's not even just a cancel.
It's not. I mean, these aren't. I don't know if there's like a time where it takes a. There's not like city-sponsored car meets. Like this is all.
This is all just somebody goes to somebody who owns a piece of property, and says, "Hey, can I host a car meet here?"
Yeah.
Most of the time, owners are awesome. The people.
It's
who
a big
host it-
advertising piece.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a part where you're like, yeah, you can do this.
Yeah,
Just
and that's one
don't
thing
mess up
that-
my
that-
parking lot.
Yeah.
That's one thing that, like, for example, we in the future want to do. We want to host meets. We want to host
Yeah.
shows. We want to do drag racing stuff. We want to,
Yeah.
go out and host a show at Alamo City Motorplex.
Yeah.
Anyways, the issue is now the city's going to start looking at car people like
Troublemaker.
troublemakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're going to start giving you crap just for having a modified car. And it's going to
Yeah.
become more like California, but not due to their crap laws. It's going to become more like California because people don't know how to behave.
Yeah. And I mean,
Like they
in
got
a-
it, but they
in a
want to abuse it.
sense- In a sense, I get it. I mean, they're kids. I mean, I'm not gonna call them men because they're kids
They
or
act like
women.
kids.
They're kids, and I would say we were there at one point,
Yeah.
but not to that degree. Like if I did a burnout, which I've yet to do a actual burnout.
I've done more burnouts in your cars than you have.
That's true. Yeah. And I mean, the burnout that you did was accidental. But the main piece of it is I understand. You're young, you're having fun, you want to show off. But there's certain times and places to do it, And this is the problem is they think anywhere, any place in the
Anytime.
middle of the street, it's time. No.
Intersections. It's like, come on, man. You want to go drifting? Go to the racetrack.
Yeah.
They have drift days. You want to go drag racing? There's a track for that. $25 gets you in the gate. All you have to do is just make sure you pass tech. 99.9% of cars will pass tech.
And 95.9% will actually pass state inspections.
Depends.
know,
that can
you
go from
know-
2% to 95% depending on who you go to.
And a lot of people say it's just inconvenient. No, it's not, guys. It's not inconvenient. A lot of people will say it's inconvenient to go to a racetrack. You have to wait till.
talking to us. I was like, I didn't. What did I say?
No, a lot of people will say that, but it's like,
It's like saying it's inconvenient to wear a condom.
well,
I think we're jumping to another.
Turbo
That's a whole other thing.
That's like
Uh,
a clip right there, bud.
Let's take a step back.
Turbo Virgin.
horrible.
But no, I agree with that. Just no one knows how to act. Like, if you want to go to a car meet, park your car, pop your hood,
And
and
shut the
talk
fuck up.
about it. You know? Yeah, exactly. You know, you if you
Like,
get
don't
into
brag about
if
it.
You get into it with someone, you know, which is bound to happen. Oh, my car's faster than yours. No, take it to the track. You know,
I
take
will
it down the
gap
quarter
you,
mile.
Noah.
Oh, yeah. On
Race me
paper,
without your wheels,
I will
dog.
help you, but as we know, paper doesn't work.
What's it?
Paper, scissors.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you want to squash some beef, go to the track, do something,
Yeah.
do it legally, because
Yeah.
you're not gonna only hurt yourself, you're
Anyways.
gonna hurt other people.
This tangent,
Trash.
you know,
Where did this tangent come from?
because I said car meet people suck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't like car meets because people don't know how to behave themselves, and then that leaves a stamp on on you because that says you're labeled in there with.
You get a
Yeah.
negative
Those people that
stigma.
were
Stereotype.
Yeah,
You
stereotype.
get thrown in a
stigma.
stereotype because
Yeah.
you were there. You know, you're just there to enjoy yourself. You know, talk
You-
to some friends.
Yeah.
You know, talk to these people. But you have
You're-
dumbasses. That are over
That's
there.
where it becomes like a legal status. You're guilty by association.
Yeah,
It's like,
you
no,
can
I
go down.
wasn't associating with any of those people. But since you were there, you're part of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get arrested for it.
And
I was
I-
watching a
You were
video
bad.
of a car meet, supercar, something like that, like something supercar
he's
meets,
being respectful.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
and it got to a point where people were doing burnouts. They're taking over the streets, and it got so bad that the right team had to come in, and helicopters started coming in, SWAT teams started coming in.
Yeah, that's where
It
it
was-
was to a point. Or
Yeah.
that's
And
no,
it
that's
got
no
to-
longer car enthusiasts. That's just people.
Dumbasses.
Yeah.
At that point, it was pretty much like all cops were just bound for everybody at that point. And I think at the end of the video, I got out the video and I looked it up because I had like the name of the meet and all that. A lot of people were arrested and a lot of cars were put in the pound.
Yeah, impounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You know, recently SAPD's been doing these like street racing / car meet stings,
Yeah.
and because of this crap, because of this bullshit that people seem to think is okay,
Yeah.
and you know, a lot of cars have been impounded. A lot of people have been arrested. Are they gonna stop doing it? Of course not.
No, because it just adds to the
Excitement.
adrenaline rush. Like,
Yeah.
if I get caught, this happens. And
Yeah.
usually you would think that would be the reverse effect. Like, if I get caught, there goes my car, you know?
Yeah,
But
and apparently people don't care enough.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the car that they've put thousands of dollars into.
They have that mindset. If it gets pounded, I could just buy another one and do the same thing.
Well,
Not
no,
necessarily.
you have to buy it back. Like, you have to get it out.
Exactly.
Because if not, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's like you want to go through all that trouble when you could have just done it the right way. You'd be able to take a little extra time, but
and in that sense, you're supporting small business. You know, Alamo City Motorplex is a small business.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you get big functions going there from time to time, but you're supporting small business. One of my dreams is to own a track one day. You
I
know.
think that's all of our dreams right there.
Yeah, and I mean,
I want to
It-
invest into a truck.
okay, well, you can invest in my track.
Yeah, I'll give you $1.
$30.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere.
I'll give you 5.
We have a bid.
Okay,
Can we start a
big-
bidding with? Does somebody have 10?
Money balls.
Anybody with 10? Get a 10.
20.
If anybody wants to donate into the chat, just hey, everything
Hey,
starts
what's
at
your,
$100.
PayPal account.
Oh,
right there.
I'm gonna put my PayPal on there.
Anyways, yeah,
Um,
you know, this whole thing, like this whole conversation started because I said I hate car meet people, and at the moment that's the truth. That may change eventually.
If things change.
If things change,
Yeah.
I don't see myself being in San Antonio for the rest of my life. I'd much rather live somewhere else because
And that's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what you want. That's for you.
That's you.
yeah, like there's
You
tons of
do
other
you,
places that
boo-boo.
have way better car scenes, and you're dealing with San Antonio, for example, is just not an awesome place.
I honestly think San Antonio in itself kind of struggles to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
it's
not-
don't get me wrong, it's a huge tourist scene attraction. That's all it's got. Military City, USA, Cyber City, USA. You know, we're
the Riverwalk.
the Riverwalk. It's just a sense of we don't know what we are yet, and if Raptor Strike can have any help on helping calm down the people that want to do and be around cars, cool. If not, we're stuck in the same situation.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So
It's like we have to help each other to make a change. It's not like one man can do all this work to make changes. Like for people to go out to a car meet, for example, to go out, have fun, enjoy the show, enjoy cars,
yeah.
and all that.
I will say one car meet that I went to years ago. I still had my 05. Was Blackjack Speed Shop. Friday Night Lights or Saturday Under the Lights.
You never invited me to that.
Damn.
I don't know.
Damn.
Where were you?
Hey man, you knew me.
Well, I know you. I knew you, but I'm saying, where were you that day? No, I know who I did take was Chris from across the street. That was the time where we were like sharing experiences because I was going to a lot of conventions with him, and he was showing me the ropes, and I took him to a car meet to show him, hey, this is what I'm into, and that one was a real nice one. My car is getting a lot of attention only because I parked next to a GT500, the current year. So like, of course, everyone was waiting to look at this one, but I was looking at this one. So they're like, oh, I'll look at this. This guy's got a pretty cool car, and then boom, they want to go. So that's another thing you learn about business. It's association. Where are you?
You gotta associate yourself with a specific market.
Yeah, well, yeah, with this.
Like Raptor Strike Performance at the moment doesn't have that that association with anything. Like we're not associated. I mean, we do a bit of car audio, but we don't like fully associated with it.
Summit sponsor us.
Okay.
Need sponsors.
You know what would be really cool if we could, if like doing these live streams, we can start working our way up to like race car drivers. Have them sit down. We can talk to them, or just have like a
Zoom call.
like a chill sess. Just sit down, talk about anything.
That's
So-
how social media things start.
Yeah.
Right now we have 0 concurrent viewers. Sometimes.
You trying to hold my hand?
I'm not trying to hold your hand.
Yeah.
I hold mine.
Okay. So we have 2 viewers.
Shout out. Make sure to like and follow
Appreciate the
Subscribe.
love.
And share.
and donate.
Don't
Donate $1.
You can donate by like spamming never mind. I'm not gonna say
Don't
it.
spam the like button. It just
No.
undoes the like.
Spam the like
Not-
button.
Not spamming the like button, but I was like, try to get this to like
Yeah. Help us
Cletus
build a
McFarlane.
following.
Like, if he sees us and is like, you know what, these guys want in,
Racing
maybe I can
business.
talk to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Try and help us build this social media thing. And I know we haven't uploaded a lot. Like we have a total of 3 videos and plus this live stream.
which is actually the longest of all of them.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is 2.5 hours long.
Yeah. But I mean, this is what we're good at. We sit, we talk.
We make jokes about each other. Like
We
we
make
say
jokes.
jokes and just carry with it.
And I mean, and sometimes it gets serious.
Yeah,
As you can-
exactly.
and I mean, and that's the
Why do
beauty
you
of
think
it.
most relationships fail?
Not that question
To be
again.
honest, communication.
Yeah, no.
To be honest, communication.
Too many lies.
100%.
Too
Agree
many
with you.
lies. This one
Too
comes
many
right out of the
lies.
side.
Too many lies.
Lies.
From whose part?
The girls.
Oh.
I was dating a girl for a good 3 years.
Drama.
No, like I was.
Oh, so you're saying your personal experience?
Yeah, from my personal
Oh.
experience, I was dating. Like for all due respect to everybody, and I still respect her and all that, but it got to a point where I couldn't trust her anymore, cause like she'll say that she's over at a friend's house, but she's over at another dude's house, or
That's sus.
like it's like different.
That's kind of sus.
It's just too many lies at once. It's just like you don't know if you can trust them or not.
Yeah. This turn.
Like it's
this
just a lot of
turned really
trust
weird, really
issues
quick.
now.
Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna.
I
step
hate
away from
car
the-
people.
Yeah, we're gonna set.
I hate car
people.
people. Car me people.
No, but yes, if you want relationship advice, don't go to us. But
So-
all I can say is,
This is why we're car people.
As long as you don't
We like cars.
you can talk to yourself as long as you don't respond.
hold on, wait, hold on.
Go.
I got this. If anyone needs relationship advice, car guys, we break parts, not hearts.
There you go.
I'm taken.
Oh, he's taken.
Single.
I'm not. The Dr. Pepper's not.
That Coke bottle's not.
Yeah.
No, that got Coke
Coke bottle's
Sorry,
not.
no, it is taken. It's taken by me.
Oh, he's claiming it.
Look, listen to the freshness. Oh, I can't.
You're gonna spill it all. Oh, hold on.
Alright, you know what? Yeah.
Oh,
Weak.
That was
Weak.
Oh, here,
I agree. Sus.
Shake.
Sus.
Hold
Rosita
on.
in the chat.
shake it. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
These are my work clothes, bro.
that's. This is what it resolves to. I agree, sus. No, but just we'll cut off that one where it is. But yes, if you're having doubts, communication, communication's key, and that's for business too. Communicate. You need to communicate. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
exactly. I agreed.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Mister, if I don't tell you guys something, it's because I don't want you guys to know it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, hold on. But it's key. It was communication. I was saying, if there's something you don't know, it's
Nice
because
timing.
I didn't tell you.
Nice timing.
That's
Thanks,
funny.
Rose.
Nice pipe. Hold on, I gotta sneak.
That's you.
Do I need to punch you in the face?
He hates car people.
He's gonna go punch himself in the mirror. Wait, nice timing on what?
Me closing the cap, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Let me see if this one works.
Mentos.
Weak.
I didn't put Mentos in there. I just shook the bottle. And
Put
almost
Mentos in it.
bite Everybody in this couch.
No, she was saying put Mentos in there.
No,
Put it in.
Bless you.
Put it
So
in.
I don't think I know Rosita. Do I know her?
Yeah, we ate pizza.
We always eat pizza.
Oh, how you doing? A long time no see.
How you doing?
Well, I mean, I was pointing at her name, but I forgot the camera's over there.
I remember. Hey.
Yeah.
Shout
Well,
out to
I
you.
do appreciate you sticking around and listening to us blab.
I know. That's awesome.
But yeah, do you have any questions? I mean, just give us something to go on a tangent on. As you can tell, it's very easy.
Like, we'll just go with it. All you gotta do is like tell us a word or something. We'll just go with it. Like a
Can't
topic.
read.
Dogs.
Oh, hate dogs.
Nice time here. Oh, so this is how we
I
can
do
tell
it.
how far we are.
Yeah, I think we're like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, we have a bit of a delay.
Hey, so at one point we had 8 viewers
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
for like a split second.
Yup.
For I think a few minutes.
It looks like we have 9.
We had 9, and then we just started dropping.
Yeah, we've already touched 9.
Hey, that's better than none.
Yeah, that's true.
So these you can just post, right? Like,
After
They act
yeah.
like videos.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so after we're done with this, it's gonna go straight to a video.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Hey, that's how we can make our videos.
Yeah.
So we're just turning it's just podcasts basically.
Yeah.
And then vlogs if we ever want to do that and we have enough time to do that.
So instead of like Raptor Strike Performance, Raptor Strike Podcast, we sit and talk about nothing.
Put on much.
or
When's the next pizza meet? You know, we're trying not to do a lot of like go out and do like eat pizza things right now.
actually, if you come over right now, we got pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got a lot of pizza.
We brought pizza for this event. Oh, here. Yeah.
Here comes Joey with the pizza.
comes the pizza.
He's like, you want a slice? open it to the camera. Don't drop it now.
Oh.
Bam.
Bam.
Go pizza. Come get your slice. I'll sign it with a Sharpie on the bottom.
I'll take over pizza.
You know, a lot of people are afraid of people are afraid to eat on stream. I don't see no problem.
Get your
Hell
mic.
Nah, dude. Look at this. I'm not even gonna go like munch on it on mic.
ASMR.
I think it'll be.
How are the loudest people to do an ASMR?
I know, right?
No, you want to slice?
I am good. Huh? My guy. I know.
That's right. I know 4 fat people.
Yeah.
You're 3 of them.
Yeah. But this I was gonna say 6 since you're 3 of them. Yeah. No, I mean my biggest thing is if a lot of people, kids really, when you talk to them, they're like, I don't have very many friends. I'm not popular. I'm not this. I'm not that. I wasn't popular in high school. I wasn't popular in school. Period. I wasn't even at school half the time, to be honest. But all you need is like 2 or 3 good friends, and I mean you can take over a country. It's as simple as that. I mean, Joey Coco Diaz, a comedian himself, his biggest thing was, you don't need a million friends. You just need a small circle, and you'll take over a country. When's the next term? Or
24.
actually, when can I run for president?
45.
When I'm 45?
No, 35.
35?
Mm-hmm. It's 35.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I thought Obama had to be 46 to do it.
No, you can. It's 35 to. Well, I know to be in office like government is 35.
Hey Siri,
Oh yeah, that's probably a better question.
how old do you need to be president?
According to Article 1, Section 1, Clause 5 of the United States Constitution, the minimum age to become President of the United States is 35.
Ooh.
I was wrong.
Noah for president 2035? 2036?
2036.
2036?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're like a square. We're a square made out of circles.
You're built like an oval. What do
You eat ovals.
Moon pies, get it right.
You'll eat the moon.
I'm the boy that ate the moon. Man.
That's a new children's book we're gonna put out. The boy who
Actually,
ate
it
the moon.
is. I think it's the.
Really?
I think the book is the girl that drank the moon. I think that's the name of the book.
Well,
We're gonna change it.
We're gonna change it.
we're gonna put
The
a
boy
whole
that
new
ate the
min
moon.
into it.
The boy that ate the moon.
Do you have any other questions, Rosita, or is there something that you want to ask one of us, like not just like a group question, but like specifically somebody? I know you don't know most of us, but
Is Jay Dizzle with the sizzle
Who here wants to
that never fizzles?
Damn. Some days, me a little bit.
Well, tomorrow's Sunday, so.
Oh, I can't. I go to church tomorrow.
Heroes never die. Poots and cats and pootsies.
Oh yeah. So
My mom.
there's a second person watching. Besides Rosita,
yourself.
because yeah, shout out in the comment and say
Hello.
something, anything.
Why don't you just be us?
Yeah, I would lie. It probably is a. Well, actually no, because last time I went to
proved
0.
that. It went down to 0.
Yeah.
Mm.
That or someone just has it open to be nice.
It might be my girlfriend.
Really?
Because I told her about it and she said she wanted to watch.
Oh, well, tell her to ask a question.
Oh,
She's gonna be like, "Why are you with 3 guys right now?"
Why are you in the middle of the couch with 2 other dudes?
It's called a sandwich, sir.
It's called a sandwich.
Some big ass. That's a Subway sandwich right there.
It's a Subway.
Subway is. I love Subway. Okay, hold on. Tangent.
We're going on a tangent.
So hold up. Subway's quality. Like you know, it's a baseline. You
It
got
depends.
something
It depends on the person making the sandwich.
Yes,
I agree.
Agreed.
I used to work at Subway.
And your mom works at
And
Subway.
my mom works at Subway.
And your
My
sister works
at
at-
Subway. Okay.
They probably own the Subway. They're just not telling me.
Subway's good, you know.
So, yeah, Subway has standards,
Like a fist
and
bump.
apparently some
He gets in
people
the
feel
middle
that
of
they
his
don't need
process.
to. Some people feel that they don't need to follow those.
That's almost every company now.
Yeah.
Subway's good, you know. Firehouse. Have y'all ever had Firehouse?
I have.
They pack those suckers, but if you don't like the sweet taste,
I have not.
Which is good?
I've not had that.
Which is good? Their Thanksgiving sandwich was bomb.
Turkey.
It's turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce. It's actually pretty good. My dad had it. It looked gross, but it was good. Quiznos was good. It was too damn small, but Quiznos was good. Oh my, like burgers.
Mic is on.
No. Fat Boys Burgers, they're good.
Food
Burgers
is
and dogs.
good.
They're on Vance Jackson.
That was almost their name, Fat Boy Motorsports.
No, it was Fat and the Furious.
I just realized your wallet's on my entertainment center.
Oh yeah. Have you noticed also? It's
You're gonna open it up.
A little like.
well, I mean, I got a quick question because, like I said, if we turn this off, we're still gonna be talking anyway, so might as well just film it.
Keep it on.
What was y'all's dream job as a kid? Like it,
Race car driver.
race car driver,
Firefighter.
firefighter, marine biologist. Why is that?
I don't know
Finding Nemo.
So,
Where's Nemo?
no. So, so I
What's in
don't
the marine.
I don't know if I've ever like expressed this a lot lately.
We were ghosts. What dinosaurs did y'all choose to race in Southeast Asia?
And we were ghosts.
Yeah, I think she's referencing the I Want to Die things.
I took a turn.
We'll get back to that one.
We'll get back to that one after
Joey?
Joey's.
What was the question?
What you said you wanted to be?
Okay, marine biologist.
Yeah.
I really like animals. Like animals really intrigue me. I used to study them a lot when I was little.
Mostly because when you don't shave, you look like one.
I was gonna say something, but we're on stream.
Okay. You're like, I'll tell you later.
No, it wasn't to you. It was self-deprecating humor, but we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
I really like animals, but it got to a point where I wanted to be a zookeeper for the longest time. I was actually gonna go to Colorado State. Like they recognized me. I even have a letter from Colorado State that says we're happy to meet you, and like they're like talking about doing a campus tour and all that. They saw my grades and they liked it, but I looked into it. I'm not one for science, and that was a lot of science that went into it. Yeah. So I ended up just not doing that now.
So you want to be marine biologist,
Mhm.
but then you found out what it entails,
Yeah. So
and it was like a huge. Never mind.
yeah, because it's just science never intrigued me. It was,
Okay.
it's cool, but I would love.
didn't
to
have
work
that
with
interest.
animals, Yeah.
So you wanted to be a firefighter.
Yes, sir.
Anything behind, like, was there line of firefighters, or just you liked?
As a kid, me and my grandfather, we came home one day because like I was in elementary at the time, and I was watching TV. I remember it was like the third episode of SpongeBob. I don't know why I still remember that. But I was watching SpongeBob, and we heard a loud pop, and we looked up. You know those
Transformers?
the Transformers?
Yeah.
It was on fire, so we had to call the fire department. And this is the reason why I wanted to be a firefighter, is because one of the lieutenants, he gave me his helmet, and he had me put out the fire.
He was like, I don't want to deal with this kid. You go, you go for it. Okay, no, that makes sense. And actually, I think I remember, because for those of y'all that don't know, we're basically neighbors, and I remember when that happened. You know why? Because I had no electricity. So, but okay, that makes sense. And for me,
And-
also like Sal, I always wanted to be a race car driver.
And also another thing is like recently, or like last year, I had my application in to be a firefighter. I'm not sure if I told you, but I already had an application in, and I got a letter a couple days afterwards saying that I got accepted. That's when I got that's when I was in the hospital for a bit.
That was your downfall.
That was my downfall, and I called them right up when I came through. I called them. They go, "We can't accept you because you'll be a liability in the field and
Yeah.
all that." So it's
I
kind of
mean,
like
it's just one of those things where life throws you a curveball, and that's what you got to do.
pretty much.
So, and if we go to a Rosita's question, if we were Ghost, what dinosaur would y'all choose to race? Since Sal keeps saying that.
Raptor.
The raptor.
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus. Joey. Your mic. You trying?
I'll put pterodactyl.
Like how you pronounce it.
What's legit?
I would say raptor, but you already said raptor.
I mean,
Velociraptor.
I'll just be the T-Rex. Wow.
What?
Catch you out of the air.
It's basically a chicken.
It is a giant chicken.
Well, it says racing only though.
Oh, we can race them. Oh.
We're not doing no shady stuff like.
okay, so like legit race.
Yeah,
Okay, a legit race.
Okay, let's say land. Because I can't say pterodactyl.
Okay, what one of Velociraptor?
I'm sticking with my choice.
I'm saying with mine.
Yeah. Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus. Yeah. He's like, I don't know the names of dinosaurs.
No, that's the thing I do. Animals, there's just a lot of. I would just say
They're-
Brachiosaurus.
Bronchiosaurus. And which one's that one?
Bronchitis.
The really long-necked one.
Okay. Oh, it's just what was his? Oh, that's the plates.
plates.
The plates. Okay. Okay. I got those confused.
I remember, speaking of dinosaurs, my grandpa had these, I think from Nat Geo. It was like,
Can't say anything.
what was it called? Like a documentary on dinosaurs, and it was like a bunch. I remember watching that like every Friday when I used to go over, and just seeing that over and over and seeing all the dinosaurs. Pretty cool.
I never had a grandpa.
Nice.
It's fine.
Actually, I am curious though. How long have you been watching?
She's like, since
She
the
was-
first 3 seconds.
She was the first comment.
Wait,
Oh,
she
she
was?
Yeah.
That was literally the first
That's
comment.
The first comment.
Scroll up.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Hashtag first comment.
Does it give a timestamp?
I think if you click on it.
Maybe.
No.
No.
What is the 3? It's probably just gonna be like high.
Report.
Report.
That'd be messed up.
First comment. Report.
Yeah, I just don't know.
But going back to friends and all that, the small circles.
Wins.
Noah's one of the guys where he'll call me up and I'll be right down for different things because he had my back in so many things.
But that sounds weird. Be more specific.
For example, I think it was
Sorry, I needed to
I think it
swallow.
was middle school. I was failing, I think it's science, right? And I don't think
all I have to say is my brain hurt watching you. helping you, helping you. I know you're trying to make this like a heartfelt moment, but I'm sorry. I'm just being honest
Damn.
because now we're adults, and I can tell you my brain hurt watching you think. I went home. I didn't shower. I went to sleep. Like, that day, I remember it like it was yesterday. Your dad paid me $1 an hour. I remember. I mean, your grandpa paid me $1 an hour.
Jesus.
I remember. What was my lowest paying job? That was it. Hey, but I made more than what I make now.
That's rough.
Don't click on it.
That's if you get paid.
Don't click on her comment.
Don't click on the report button.
Oh, my bad.
Like it.
No, but do you know like a time when you started watching?
I think she started because we can go on the.
Also, are we
analytics.
entertaining at all? Like, is anything we've said interesting?
Now we're getting to the qualitative data. So we're asking like, are we good? Do you like our stuff? Do you think we're annoying? Should
Well, I mean that one a little bit. You ever really even spoke that much?
I know, right?
you know, and this is more of a first time survey.
Y'all guys are so mean to me.
You like it?
It's tough love. There's a difference. I explained this to you when we were in school.
You know what?
The biggest thing about bullies in school, if you take away their power to insult you, they don't have power anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it means
my thing
nothing.
is that y'all guys may give me all this crap and make fun of me and all.
Let's be honest. We all give each other a hard time.
Exactly, but like at the end of the day, we're like brothers. you
Wow,
know?
she remembers from the.
Been here for
Jesus.
Wait, is it 9 minutes and 31 seconds or at 9:31?
9:31, I think.
No,
like
the
9
stream-
p.m.
No, I think that
Oh well, let's ask her. Is that 9 minutes and 31 seconds when we started, or 9:31 p.m. when you started watching?
What time did we finish the stream? The Cleat stream.
Less than it was like 8:50.
Well, I mean, from here it's showing that we started at 9:10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, we started at
that's
about
still
9:10.
a lot, though.
Yeah, we've been on for almost 3 hours.
Wow.
We're still going on strong.
We're gonna have the longest videos, our
I mean,
live
that's
streams.
what podcasts are.
It's just
They're
talking.
like 3 to 4 hours regularly.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to give us any feedback, if there's something we should do, is there questions we should ask? You know, are we entertaining? Is the biggest thing. Did we make you laugh? Did we say something that you needed to hear? I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing that I'm asking for. I think I've asked many times.
Like, did we like
Something you
motivate you in
didn't
some
like.
type of way?
Yeah. Is there anything you didn't like besides this one saying that women lie?
Bruh.
Sus.
That's us.
Very.
Italian sausage.
No thanks.
So I was like, get out of my house. Get out of my house. And now
The oven.
we wait.
Jokes on you, I'm fat.
Well, let's talk about something while we sit here and wait for a comment. Who here has done a prank on somebody? And who was it?
Who hasn't?
I haven't. Nah, I've scared my dad a few times to where he swung with a. Oh, that was funny. I got a pot and I waited because my dad's in a wheelchair, right? So when he backs up from the restroom, he has to open his door.
Hold on.
to
That's
get
like the most messed up intro.
Look,
you're like he's in a wheelchair, but
my dad loved
didn't
him.
stop me.
Dad, he scares me. It's back and forth. Love him, but no, he does. But
No,
so
but to be
he'll-
honest, your dad's pretty cool. He's a pretty chill guy.
he's funny. He's funny. He'll go back. He has to close his door to get to his room. So I heard he was getting out of the restroom. So I went to the kitchen and I got a pot and a spoon, and I waited there.
9:31 p.m.
Damn.
It was when the comment was posted. Yeah, man. Hashtag board couch cold pizza, bro.
Is that me? What's it called? And I remember just hitting the pot like next to his head, and he swung like twice, and I just remember falling. I didn't get hit. I just didn't want to get hit. When you dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That looks really dirty. on camera.
I was gonna say that. There's actually a hole.
That was a horrible laugh. If anybody wants to donate to the Sal's new PC fund,
Sounds like PC fun.
I thought you just upgraded your PC.
no, I need to buy a new graphics card.
The new ones are out.
Yeah, but they're not available.
Hey, would you buy the one that I bought?
The 16 or the 2060?
I thought you had the
Yeah.
2080.
No, he has a 2060.
2016.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Ah!
We made someone mad. Rosina, I'm sorry.
Easy target.
Huh?
Wheelchair easy target.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh, she texted you that?
Yes.
I didn't, and we said it, but we didn't say who said it. So
Okay. No, I had this video card overclocked, and I pushed it a little bit too far, and now I regret it.
There's the one on mine that you put on like hyper realistic whatever RTX. It tripped the breaker.
circuit breaker.
Yeah, it was just sucking so much power that just boom, everything shut off. So much for whispering.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
There's no such thing as whispering.
Yeah.
If this was like unrated, like it'd be bad.
I mean, two of us were mariachis, and the other two were. I don't really know. What were you? What did you do in high school?
I was an auto tech.
Auto tech. Joey, powerlifting. You did powerlifting.
I was an athlete.
More like an F.
And for those who don't know, that was Noah saying ass with his lips.
My
Lisp.
Yeah,
Damn it.
that's what you get. That's what you get. But to be fair, he was an athlete, and I took PE online, so.
You look like you took PE.
Damn it! I didn't want to say it. I was like, he's setting me up for it, but I'm not gonna give it to him.
But I was like, I'll take it. I'll take it.
If you're not gonna take it, Joey, I will take
If
it.
not first, you last.
Rosita, is there anything that you can comment on? Like,
Taking PE online.
well, no, not taking PE online. Yes. And you know what's the most messed up thing about that? When I passed the test and I didn't have to take the class, people looked at me and I was like, "Look, I know how to be healthy. I just don't do it."
Respect.
Yeah. Is there any advice you can give? Would you like to be a guest on our podcast? I mean, you've stuck out through this whole thing.
All right. You've been here the whole time.
You deserve a guest spot.
I've been smiling so much it hurts.
Happiness hurts.
It hurts being awesome.
That's true.
Actually, anything hurts.
All of that.
Everything hurts nowadays.
But there still is one other person watching. I would like to know who that other person is.
Rosita has left the chat.
Ooh.
Oof.
She that was.
Hasn't left the chat. It's like,
Oh, she texts that.
she commented.
Oh, I'm stupid.
The dumb butt.
Real hard.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And then you're gonna get back and be like, "Oh, this mic doesn't work either."
Alright, hold on. Let me stand up.
Okay. Anybody have a question? A topic. Anybody have a topic that they want to talk about?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Cane Corso is my dream dog.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, I want one. They're not good. They're not easy dogs to take care of, but I want a Cane Corso.
The sad thing about this year is my dog died.
Yeah.
Rip.
12 years old, man. 12 years. But I talked to him before he died. I went down and whispered in his ear. And I was like, if you die on me today and you start doing some ghost shit, when I die, I will find you and I will beat your ass. And you think it's funny, but I actually told him that. And you know what happened? I didn't see any shadows or anything. I didn't hear no noises, but my brother, he saw the shadows, and he heard like his collar, and like it just freaked him out for a couple of weeks. And I told him, you know why I don't see it? Because I talked to him and I said, if you do that to me, I will find you in the ghost world and beat your ass.
She says R.I.P.
Yeah, rip Jim. He's a good dog. German Shepherd and Rottweiler mix.
He was fun.
This is a nice dog.
Yeah, I mean he was friendly and unless he didn't like the person.
Yeah.
And he had good reason to.
Yeah, he usually liked everybody, but there's only a couple people.
Yeah, that
He especially liked me.
we didn't. Yeah, I mean he would.
I
He
could
would.
not lay down on the floor.
He would. Huh?
You know, come on.
I went, but I couldn't get.
Grandpa's trying to get into the stream, but he
Oh,
can't
he's
do it.
trying. go to your messenger, and then copy the link and send it to him.
Yeah, just have them click on the link.
Tell him that we've been doing this for 3 hours.
We've literally been doing this for 3 hours.
Chasing bad rabbits. Who's chasing bad rabbits?
The dog.
Duke?
Probably.
I see Duke just doing that, like chasing the dead rats around the house.
I've never had a dog.
You? No.
I had a dog.
Oh, but you've lived in an apartment, no?
They were gonna give me a dog one time, and I had a dog for like 10 minutes. So you know how you put a little kid on a big dog and have him ride like a horse?
Did you break the dog's back?
I didn't break the dog's back, but
I don't feel that you
Sounds
were
like one
ever
of
a
those
little
moments
kid.
where you did break
I
the
was
dog's
about
back.
2 or 3 years old, and I was about 2 or 3, yeah. And I would see that, and then
And you
my
remember
parents-
this?
I stories, and I like, honest to God, I vaguely remember.
You're like, this is why I'm afraid of dogs.
It was a Dotson about this big, named
no.
Spot.
That was my Dotson. Oh god.
I sat on it because I was like, oh, ready a dog, right? And then he was so scared that we gave him back to the owner that night. But now I have a
Poor
cat.
dog.
I'm sorry, but if you tried to ride me, I'd be scared too.
Oh, hey, whoa, whoa, sus, sus.
Oh, I just my bad.
That's kind of.
I just got what I said. My bad.
Gay,
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah, that was my bet.
Why were you trying to ride my wiener dog, man?
What was I gonna say? But no, I had a fish for 9 years, and he was like my best friend. And now I have a cat for the
9
past-
years?
Yeah, I had a goldfish from a carnival game.
Did your parents didn't just replace it? Did
No,
they?
I actually asked them recently because I did not. Okay, so we think he was a koi after all because I got him when he was silver, about this big, because one of my friends won him and didn't want him. So I said, okay, I'll take him. But he got big and he turned
but they only
orange.
grow as big as the
Mhm.
pond.
So
that
we
they're
had
in.
we had a 20-gallon tank. We ended up putting him in. He grew to about this big. He was a big fish, and we end up thinking he's a koi. And yeah, I had him for.
And they're expensive fish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I think, because a goldfish is for like a few weeks, right? You buy them cheap and they die really fast.
Yeah.
I had them for 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about 13 when my fish died. So I was about 4 years old when I got that fish. And then 2 years after I got my cat, he passed away. And now I've had my cat since 2011. Yeah.
There's now 3 viewers.
Granddad, if you're watching, shout out to you.
Shout out to Granddad. We've actually moved away from talking about cars. That was like the first
Wanna get
hour.
back to cars?
We can. We probably should. 'Cause that-
Yeah, I mean,
that
that's
was
the
like
whole topic of this.
Goldfish, but no,
I guess
killed
not.
them because she washed the tank with bleach.
Oh my! Who? What?
Oh my God.
Wait,
My
what?
mom killed my goldfish because she washed the tank with bleach.
She had good intentions. She had good intentions, but just
wait.
bad ideas.
To answer your question, about a month ago, I actually asked my parents, like, hey, my fish lived for a long time. Did y'all, like, replace him? And they said, look, no, we didn't. Like,
You're like, we were just as surprised as you were.
no, yeah, because they're like, we're going to be completely honest with you. We did not replace him. We just don't know why he lived that long.
Hey,
Because that's why we think
it was
koi.
that inner marine
Tide pods.
biologist that you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, he jumped out of the tank like twice. I'm like, sucker, you're not dying yet.
Just smacked him back into.
Nah, I would, like, he was about, my hands were a little bit smaller, so he was about like this big wide. Like, and then I remember when I
Wide?
Wide. Like, length, he was about this big.
Dang.
Wide.
How big was the tank?
It was a 20 gallon tank. And it was just him and
But yeah, at that point, I would say this is no goldfish.
Yeah, 'cause I had,
This is
Well, you gotta
I've
think about it. Some fish actually adapted to their tank.
I've had
No,
about,
yeah, but I'm saying.
Exactly. So like, if the tank's bigger, the fish is gonna get bigger.
in
Exactly.
total, I've had about 23 fish. And they all,
Damn.
they were all goldfish.
And all of them were named the same name.
We didn't, we didn't have a lot of money, so all we got was goldfish, so they would die quickly. There was only 2, the one I had for 9 years and the one I had for 3 years. And by the time that fish was about 7, he was in the tank alone for 2 years. That's why he got so big, because he didn't have to share space.
Yeah,
and
he didn't.
He would always hurt himself on the little decorations we got, so it was just an empty tank. So he got pretty big.
Yeah.
I had a turtle once.
I have a feeling this didn't end well.
I had a turtle about this week.
I had a turtle. He was about this big, but we released him.
Yeah,
Back
he
into-
died because he drowned.
I don't remember what happened to my turtle though.
You're like my
What's the
fish
sad part?
drowned.
Like I knew I had a turtle, but I forgot.
If your granddad has any questions, does he know how to use the comments?
Mostly not.
Oh, well, tell
He can text you.
any questions that if you'd like to ask a question, if you can, put it in the chat, or if not, just send it to Dimitri and we'll answer some questions. But I mean, this took a big turn. The biggest thing that we were thinking, even if we did turn off the stream,
Yeah,
we
we'll
would
still
have
be
still
here
been here
talking.
talking. So might as well just leave it for future reference.
Should we try and playing video games?
I mean, online.
I mean, not necessarily online, but
No,
just on
if
the computer.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done.
You mean as a live stream or?
Yeah. Let me just plug in the dongle.
Oh, you mean now?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
We're talking.
What kind of games you got?
You got games on your phone?
You got games on your phone? No.
I got Call of Duty.
No.
I don't think we want to get a
Ban.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Let me plug out of
Did y'all try these ribs? They were really good.
They were good.
I didn't try that.
For me, they did have a little too many bones though.
You have to eat around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously you're not gonna eat into them. Oh, we lost a viewer. Oh, you know what it is? I think he's texting you.
Huh?
If he got out to text you, then that means we lost a viewer.
Alright, so we're not going to be able to see our viewers, but we're just going to stream video. What do we want to stream?
I would say let's wait. Let's do that another time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just finish this one off, talking and
Hang out from there.
yeah. Well, yeah, this will be like what we're doing afterwards. So plan ahead. Have a plan. We're teaching business 101 here. Have a plan. Be prepared to fail and save money, even though it's not going to be enough. Save money.
And don't
buy things you don't
need.
No. You don't want to save money because then your money means nothing.
The static is an issue I'm trying to fix, but I can't figure it out. So,
Who said the stat?
bro. Sorry, guys. I have to
Only bad thing is static. Some mics, but you know what? I'm willing to bet it's Dimitri's mic.
Why you always picking on me?
I've been like playing my mic, putting it down, not paying attention to it.
With yours, you're like.
You're like rubbing it in the pizza.
You're over here baking a cake. You're like, yeah, it's gonna sound like static, but
Like with me, I talk a lot with my hands. So having my finger talking does not feel comfortable.
yeah. Well, I guess that's something we gotta plan for. Maybe get a stand, hold it, or yeah. I mean, me and you are very expressive, so we like to move our hands. Body language, yeah.
I speak sign language.
Yeah, never mind.
I think the live stream stopped.
No, it's running in the background.
Wow. What were we saving for another time?
This.
Oh. Load simulator.
Alt-tab is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean we're getting close to the end. We're running on 3 hours, man. But yeah, I mean if there's any final word or if there's any questions at all that somebody would like to have, did your phone ring at all? No.
He might be sitting at home going, "How do I work those things?"
More
And you can always
Possibly.
don't forget, you can always play back the stream.
That too.
Watch it through again.
Oh yeah. So if there's anyone that just tuned in and they want to see exactly what we talked about for all 3 hours, or if you just want to skim, you want to skip, all of this will be on our YouTube channel for playback. Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your timestamp. If there is any section that you liked the most, or if we made you laugh or anything. Oh, we may got a question. Are you eating the ribs? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay, my question is how. So I'm asking like a specific question. What?
What? His question is what?
Yeah, how?
How?
Yeah.
How? What exactly?
I'm trying to figure out.
How? How?
How?
How?
No, I still had.
I think Sprite. What do you got?
He's like, I got water and ice.
Dark purple.
I take it.
No, I mean, I think this is a great idea. Us four like to talk. Period. So what better way than just live streaming like a podcast?
We'll definitely have her here for like as a guest or something.
Yeah, I mean that's.
She actually earned it, like you said, for being here since the beginning.
Yeah, or even like a Zoom call. Just have her on a Zoom call and she can ask whatever she like, or if she wants to be part of the jokes.
30 minutes, because if you have a personal Zoom meeting, I think you get 1 30-minute call a day. 45 minutes.
You know what? Skype's free.
Yeah, Skype is free. That's the better one, but Zoom is just better commercially available.
Yeah, Zoom was a big thing when I was working at Holt. We were working in with them, starting to integrate it with our day-to-day work life, and yeah, I mean, there's some things that the pandemic killed, and there's a lot of things that it grew. Plexiglass business is booming.
What's it called? Hertz is going out of business. Like, they already filed for liquidation dissolution. Like, they're done.
Rental car?
Is it Hertz rental car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Luby's too.
Hmm?
Luby's.
Yeah, Luby's.
To be fair, if anybody likes
No, sir. Luby's had good fish. Luby's had good fish.
The few times that I had Luby's, I didn't like it, but.
I like the fish. That's the only thing I like from them.
But a fun fact about Luby's, when they first came out and they started making food in restaurants, they didn't do any marketing. They didn't do any advertising. Everything was word of mouth. Up until the end, you know, where they're about to go out of business is when they started doing advertising, commercials, and all that. But before, I mean, they had no advertising department at all. So... Is that for us? Not for us?
Yes.
Yeah?
How are y'all? How are all in?
No. How are y'all?
Employed together.
How are we employed together? How are y'all employed together? We aren't actually.
Oh shit.
Oh. Did you just hang up on him?
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Hola, Levi.
We aren't employed together actually. I'm the only one that is technically employed by Raptor Strike Performance on paperwork. You know, Sal has his own career and job going. Joey is currently in college and working at the university. Oh, he hung up back on you.
Yeah.
I hope he's watching the live stream so he can watch you hang up on him. And then he can watch
Sorry,
him
Grandpa.
hang up on you.
Sorry, Paul. This is not gonna be good.
Hello.
Hey, what's your question? Because I didn't quite understand it.
Okay, well, I'm one of those guys. Put yourself on speaker.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. The person texting is Robert. He's actually part of the group.
Hey, you're getting background interference. You got background interference.
I don't think he was talking yet. That's us. Yeah. How are you doing? So. Tell him there's about a 20-second say to what he says.
There's also a second minute delay.
Tell him to the phone. He's not gonna see that until.
Yeah, like a second minute delay. So what's your questions?
Are y'all employed together?
No. Technically, we are not. No. The only person that's employed currently by Raptor Strike is myself. Oh, he's way in the beginning.
He's way at the beginning.
Okay.
Uh,
Who of all of you are employed together?
Actually, none of us. Sal and I used to work together, but I have since left the company that he's at. Joy and I and Dimitri go back from when we were in school. Joey's currently going to the University of Texas A&M University, San Antonio, and Dimitri, of course, has his own job. But all of us do have a group chat that we text into and talk about daily.
Yeah, because I can't ask questions on YouTube. I couldn't get into chat.
Okay, that's all right. Yeah, we had a few people texting us as well.
I'm Dimitri's grandfather.
Alrighty.
I'm Dimitri's grandfather.
Everyone that's gone to Southwest.
Okay. All right. So Dimitri got his grandfather on the phone, talking to us, asking a couple of questions.
Yes, sir.
So,
Whatever you are.
yeah.
No, like, hey.
Is there any other questions that you would have?
But I just call it. I say like it's we're there. To help. We did it.
Are you gonna take my
and
speaker
it works.
Yeah.
You say congratulations and good luck.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Just want to let him.
Rose has the question.
Hey, Sal, do you still want to fish tank?
Rose has the question. What's the opinion on self-driving 18-wheelers coming to Texas?
In all, I don't think that's a good idea anywhere.
Beginning.
For the most part, is it a fantasy thing? Yes. I don't think that's a good idea because there's a lot of things that you can't put in like human error. There is bound to be. Or what was the question? I'm sorry.
So her question was, what is your opinion on self-driving 18-wheelers coming to Texas?
Okay.
So my opinion, personally, is
You're also like way at the beginning though. Like we're like way ahead.
You want to turn off your mic?
so my opinion on that is that it is the future.
Yeah.
Self-driving technology, self-driving cars, self-driving trucks are the future.
I'm sorry to cut him, but what are we talking about again?
Self-driving 18-wheelers.
Oh, okay.
My opinion is self-driving technology is the future. Self-driving cars, self-driving other tech is the future. So I'm personally open to it. The less human error we can have on the roads, the less human variables, the better.
Exactly.
Because that means less accidents, because trucks know where each other are. Sometimes, hey, I've had it happen to myself where I don't see this guy coming. He's in my blind spot.
Yeah.
And I try to move over. Trucks will have sensors for that. You know, I'm open to it. The issue is is jobs. Of course, you can say,
I mean, because this one would affect you personally.
yeah, my dad's a truck driver.
Yeah.
So this would affect him, and I mean, I don't think it would really affect him because he's a local delivery driver. Usually, when you see long, like self-driving trucks, it's for long haul stuff.
Okay.
Because not everybody wants to do long haul trucking. Currently, there's a trucker shortage for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not many people want to become truckers. It's not a glorious lifestyle. It's not.
And that's the same with mechanics.
Same with mechanics.
Yeah.
Same with mechanics. Same with
Plumbers.
plumbers. Stuff like that.
Anything that you will have to bust your ass, nobody wants to do it.
Nobody wants to do it. Like,
Yeah.
This is another thing. It's like, who's gonna pick the fruits?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of machines gonna come out for that. But the issue is that not a lot of people want to do this kind of stuff. So self-driving tech for trucks, awesome. Fills in the gap of humans that don't want to do the job, and also keeps humans off the road. Another thing is self-driving cars. People don't know how to drive.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it's in theory. This goes back to what we've been saying this whole thing. On paper, it seems perfect.
correct.
Yeah, when it's
Now-
implemented, I mean, there's issues. There's always going to be
there's
issues.
always going to be issues.
Yeah.
Any new thing is going to have problems, and
Yeah.
people automatically go to those problems. Like, oh, what happens when it crashes with a person? How's the insurance going to work? How is, how are all these things going to work? Well, that's when you start realizing that maybe the system is wrong. Maybe the like, for example, this road system we have is not right.
Yeah, there's
Like-
a lot of engineering behind that, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, and a lot of it is because of the engineering that has to take place. So, like for me, I got a lot of insider for that. I didn't know how you think, okay, you just pave the way and lay down some asphalt and you're done. And
there's a lot of science.
yeah,
behind
there's
laying
there's a
down
lot of
road.
science. There's a lot of paperwork, and it's a labor intensive industry. And I got a good background viewing of why it takes so long for construction to get done, because it's not just one person says, "Oh, I want to make a road right here," and you make a road. It's not. No, there's clearances. There's contracts. There's paperwork. There's workers. There's engineering that goes behind it. What's the ground made out of? What's under it? That's why it takes so long. So now I'm a little bit more patient when it comes to construction, because I've seen the background.
Yeah.
What's behind the curtain?
Yeah, there's this whole joke that San Antonio 35 is always in construction. I think it's 35, or is it 4 times? 35.
Well, the Texas joke is
Texas is, yeah. So,
Marbach. The Marbach. Always construction there.
yeah, but now you know why. There's
Yeah.
permits. There's all sorts of paperwork you have to go through.
Yeah.
For me, there's always going to be problems with self-driving vehicles, or better yet, with the first implementation of anything.
Yeah.
So,
And that's because we come from the IT background.
yeah.
We know the first go around's never gonna go the way
Correct.
we want it.
So let's take Wi-Fi for example. Wi-Fi is something we take for granted. My phone right now, I'm looking at the stream via Wi-Fi. That way I can look at the comments a little bit closer because the screen's like 5 feet away. Anyways, the Wi-Fi is on currently its 6th revision. It's called Wi-Fi 6, or technically the standard is called Wi-Fi AX.
You know these things. Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Nobody cares. They just
Everybody
think it's like,
knows that
wow.
hey, my phone connects to Wi-Fi. It works awesome.
Yeah.
In many cases nowadays, it's actually faster than being hardwired into Ethernet.
Yeah.
But
Depending on the hardware.
yes,
Yeah.
depending on the hardware. But what you don't realize is how much science goes behind it. A lot of people think like the antennas for most routers are just little sticks, right, with little pieces of wire in them. There's actually a lot of science behind that. They're a specific length for
Yeah.
a reason.
They're angled a certain way. They're facing a certain way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Wi-Fi 6, for example, has gone through a couple revisions in and of itself.
And you don't see it.
And you
It's
don't
just
see
things that
It's
just
things
happen.
that happen.
Yeah.
So what's going on is, to implement Wi-Fi 6 because of the revisions that are happening. Because hey, with any new technology,
There's gonna be
now the original implementation of Wi-Fi 6 is outdated, and now they can't support it because there's physical hardware differences.
yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
There's gonna be holes. There's gonna be gaps in the
there were
wall. There's
issues
gonna be
with the
threats.
original
Yeah.
implementation of Wi-Fi 6 that weren't discovered until Wi-Fi 6 was actually deployed as a standard.
Yeah.
So the original Wi-Fi 6 devices are going to have issues. The first implementation of Tesla's new fully automated driving is going to
It's gonna have issues. Yeah.
and that's why you see all these like tests. Like there's a self-driving company that's having that is testing their AI, their decision-making self-driving technology in Grand Theft Auto because it's very
It's as close as you can get to real.
yeah, it's as close as you can get to real because hey, it's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And then also, you have companies like Google, which are literally building streets to test their stuff on. There's Tesla, which is just testing it on their customers.
Yeah. Yeah. And they don't see that. They see it as, oh, this is cool. I bought it. It's gonna do this. But really, it's
all beta testing.
you're the test dummy.
Yeah, it's
you
all
are
beta
the test
testing.
dummy.
Tesla is pretty cool as a company because they do a lot of their testing on actual customers, and while you can see that as not being good, it's interesting because some you'll see customers that actually still have fully the fully driving stuff ahead of time. You'll see kind of like Apple does beta testing for their iOS devices. It's you'll see certain people with stuff ahead of time.
Yeah.
And that's when you start seeing problems as far as like insurance goes, and like I think San Francisco was one of the first cities to get some of that self-driving testing stuff, and they had problems with insurance because, hey, who's driving?
Yeah.
It's the car driving.
Yeah. And I mean, this is where, with that question, that's where it kind of blends all our backgrounds together.
Mm-hmm.
Us being from the IT, the engineering, we have that background of transition over to what we were, or like what our family is, mechanics.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's weird how things just come full circle.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was a great question, by the way. That was a great question.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's electronic. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical. It doesn't matter if it's a plan. It doesn't matter if it's on paper. When it's implemented, there will be problems. Yeah.
Just like hey, we have these modifications we want to put on our cars. When we implement those, there's gonna be
problems. Yeah.
And some people don't understand that.
Yeah.
Hey, they see, hey, it's the first revision. They go out and buy it, and then they say, oh, it sucks.
Yeah. I mean,
of course it's gonna suck. It's like this is why you buy the iPhone 12s when it comes out. It won't come out, by the way. Or
no, I mean, a quick example would be like the bushing lockout for my car.
Mm-hmm.
I got them installed because I didn't feel like doing them, just to find out
that you didn't like it.
Well, I enjoyed them. Just they made the drive loud. You heard everything in the rear suspension.
The Simpsons warned us about the prototype. Yeah, I do remember that episode.
I'm not caught up with. I haven't.
So
I've seen like a episode of The Simpsons.
So there was an episode in The Simpsons that was essentially Homer became a truck driver, or if I remember right, and he got this one box that like turned his truck into a self-driving truck, and I think they ended up outlawing it in the end. I forgot the actual like the whole premise of it, but he ended up taking like a bunch of like sleeping pills and then trying to like counteract them with like uppers, and it's like, come on. But you know, it could cause a whole bunch of problems. But you know, I don't see a big problem with self-driving vehicles as long as humans are kept out of it, which is not going to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, there's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a great question. I like that question.
Well, on that aspect, I feel. Huh? On that aspect, though, you gotta expect like he said, self-driving trucks. You're gonna see like a human. Like it might be just me, but if I'm going down the highway and I look into like if I'm looking in my mirror and a truck passes me and I don't see a human and I see a robot doing this, I'm gonna freak out.
Well, you're not going to see a robot.
You're not gonna see anything.
Nobody. It's just going to be like.
Freaks me out.
I mean, we'll keep this in mind. What you're going to see is a box sitting on a truck chassis and
Pulling a trailer.
pulling a trailer.
Yeah. There's not gonna be any windows.
There's not going to be any windows. There's not going to be. I mean, hell, the cab might even change. Like you know how the normal truck cabs are, these like weird spooky designs. Because there has to be a cabin there. It might not even be there anymore. It might just be a rolling truck chassis.
6 wheels and yeah.
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 Yeah, and you know that opens the designs up. You know, like I'm a real big fan of like aesthetic stuff, like the way things look, like industrial design. I guess that's.
He wants to do interior. Just look at those.
Just look at my house.
Just
like, it's horrible.
Oh.
Like my entertainment center is black. This is brown.
Hey, you make do what you have, man.
And this couch.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Anyways,
That's
yes. The chair Joey was sitting on was.
yeah.
I'm a real big fan of like industrial design, and that opens up like the books for changing the standard shape of a truck. You can go from something that's mildly aerodynamic, because now instead of having now have a windshield like straight up and down, you can have like literally just a wedge.
Yeah.
The cut through the
A
air.
spike.
Yeah.
Big ass spike.
I mean, of course, it probably won't pass safety standards, but
It is what it is.
it looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this Tesla Cybertruck. It's very much just a wedge-shaped thing.
I can't even say comments anymore.
There's no more comments.
What would you say we're doing now? We're just
Rambling.
rambling.
Like there's nothing where to go. We're just sitting here. We should try that try not to laugh challenge.
No. You want to play some Goat Simulator?
I don't even know how to play it.
WASD moves your goat around, and then you can use this to change the camera view.
How many people are still watching? Is there still 2 people watching? 3? How'd you see that? Oh, you have the stream up? So 2.
Okay. It's probably him, me, and Rose.
Oh.
I have the stream going.
Have you had this stream going?
No, I just had it up right now.
Oh, so it should show 4.
I don't have it on.
I started the stream when I started playing video games.
When you started playing Goat
It says
Simulator.
4 now.
Oh, so are you streaming the actual Goat Simulator?
I thought you were just playing. But no, we're in the corner.
No, like here you go. So you can see the stream.
What do we? Okay,
Why are
yeah.
you dragging a bicycle?
I have no idea.
Wow.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
so there's been
Gato just texted me. She's like, "A game? You're playing a game?"
You'll probably notice some sensors on the truck. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't.
You'll
know.
notice some sensors on the truck.
And hella cameras. Hella cameras.
Hella cameras. I don't know if you noticed Teslas, but they're literally just covered by cameras. Oh yeah.
Like literally, if you try to go pee around any of them, they're gonna see you.
Like
there's no
like-
hiding.
Self-driving. I think that you have to press F. Or E? I don't know. So I don't know if you've noticed all these self-driving prototypes. They have like whirly things on the roof and like cameras up the ass, and that's literally just to provide all the sensors necessary to hey, see, this is self-driving. But yeah, self-driving tech. I really like self-driving stuff because it helps take the human error out of driving.
Yeah, cameras everywhere. Yeah, because if they do hit something, guess what? It's recorded.
Yep.
And that robot that was driving is screwed. What is that? Name the goat, buddy.
That's what I named my cat.
Oh, buddy. Can you name the goat, buddy?
No.
Oh. We're just gonna say the goat's name's Buddy. There we go. That works. I think Dimitri broke the goat. And there's times where the bugs and the mistakes are okay and fun.
So the whole point of this game originally was just to be a tech demo for Unreal Engine.
A what?
A tech demo
For
Unreal Engine. So the game engine that this runs in is Unreal Engine 4. The whole point of this game existing was to be a tech demo for it, but people liked it so much
that it became a game.
that it became an actual game. And the part of the game that people liked so much was the bugs. So you'll notice that the goat's neck like freaks out whenever you get too close to something. And
then he becomes a helicopter.
If you try to climb a ladder, the goat's neck literally just goes like insane.
Go find a ladder, Joey. I mean, Dimitri.
But yeah, the whole point of this game was to be buggy.
I think he broke it.
And
I think I broke it.
S? Did you break my keyboard?
Here's the
Escape. L.
turn it off and turn it back on. That always worked for me.
Escape doesn't work.
Oh, there it is. Oh, so you,
Smashing it enough times works. Let's go for the ladder.
hey, you said it. I did it. Look, exactly our point. Look at the flat nose of the semi truck.
I'm trying to remember how to get out of here. Oh, there's a ladder.
There's a ladder.
I don't understand the purpose of the game though. That's the thing.
Oh, and now it's not gonna do it. Oh well.
There's no purpose to this game.
It's literally kind of just to waste time. Hey, that's a Crown Vic though.
And no more comedy.
Oh yeah, no more Crown Vic. Does anybody have any other questions?
That's about it.
Joey, you have the stream up on your phone? Oh, there it is. It's the longest ladder.
You said find a ladder. The hell's that?
It's part of the game.
Is that a robot? How do you get in there?
Robots are taking our jobs. It's like, no, we're just taking jobs nobody wants to do.
What?
Robots are taking our jobs. But no, they're not taking our jobs. They're taking jobs nobody wants to do.
But people still will complain that they're taking the jobs.
Yeah.
I can get into a really long conversation about this.
I think we can get into a really long conversation about anything.
Oh shit.
And
Flat.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
oh.
Oh shit.
That was cool. Why is the tongue sticking out? The answer is why not?
What's the chat say?
Why is the ghost's tongue sticking out? And then I said, why not?
Bat. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. I believe we've ran out of things to talk about tonight. Oh. She said that was a good answer. Why not?
And then go back another day.
I wouldn't want to rant about.
And that's probably not a good conversation. I did hear a comedian say, who started the stereotype about Mexicans being hardworking. He goes, I am lazy. He goes, y'all need to stop saying that. Y'all need to stop saying that. No, yeah, I think this will complete. What are we at? Like, what's the yeah, like how long?
To like at least
Almost
3 hours and 33 minutes.
3.5 hours we've had this
Damn,
live stream
guys.
going.
Y'all guys really like our conversations.
There's like 2 people.
4 viewers.
4 viewers, but like 3 of them are us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the best thing about it is, we
tried it. We got good results.
we got results. I wouldn't say they're good, but we got results. I think we need to plan ahead and have people know that we're gonna do this, and that way they can come on, ask questions or just see what we're about. I'm sure we're gonna have like loads of things to talk about next time.
Yeah. Like we'll even get like more personal with each other. That sounds
Uh,
gay, but
I don't know about that one.
I said it, then I
we
realized
went-
that it sounded gay.
Can you turn off your mic, please?
Yeah, we went this 3.5 hours. We were doing good, and then you had to say that. It's great.
I could have gone the whole day without hearing that.
Yeah, and then here he came. Alrighty, well, to everyone that stayed around and watched, it's way past your bedtime. I don't have a bedtime because I don't get a paycheck. So, so
Rose says, "Ha ha, 3 hours. Damn, my data for this month.
oh,
Damn.
Data caps suck."
my bad. I will say, I'll let you use my rollover minutes if you need it.
Switch to T-Mobile.
So, but I do appreciate everyone that watched, even if it wasn't for that long. Until next time, y'all stay safe out there. God bless.
Peace.
Peace out.